Blessings falling down on me. It keeps bringing me joy. Each new blessing I receive, it keeps bringing me joy.
Yeah, okay. Blessing to coming in front of me. Coming in front. I'm in the cup with a bag on me. How you feel? Like I got my peace in this heavenly? Yes. We not the same. Keeping the fake up under me. You know. Yeah. I gotta go. I'm in the lead. Yeah. No checking the scope. Plain to see. You reap what you sow. You cannot face me. I gotta say this life is amazing. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time he say my life. Coming with that talk. Please don't kill my vibe. Shorty got that walk. She know what I like. Yeah. With the gang and it's so shy, yeah. Okay, I'm in the still, I got the truth. Look at the pedigree. Okay, I'll never lose when I'm on the move. I'm leaning on the G. Okay, dipped in the water, only the Father coming in clutch for me. Coming in clutch, coming in clutch, coming in, yeah.
Blessings falling down on me. It keeps bringing me joy. Each new blessing I receive.
Yeah, you problems I avoid. Why would I give up my core? Belief in you gon' change my world. Make me feel like I'm the world. You, well, maybe I'm not sure. Just make me your little vessel. I won't wrestle with you, Lord. I got all these blessings raining. I'm gon' need a new umbrella. We don't do that stressing, baby. Faith gon' work in any weather. Yes. Once I gave him all of me, I just hit the Hall of Fame. We take Jesus over shame. Got no limits, but he not damn. They say no, I'm still the same. Yeah, I got a lot to prove. Fill my life with room. He hopped out that tomb. Yes, I couldn't help it, my confession. Tell him I'm about to bloom. He wrote me up from the womb. Blessings coming soon.
Blessings falling down on me. It keeps bringing me joy. Each new blessing I receive.
I don't have my...
Hey, look at me!
I can't see!
Look at me!
I can't see!
You scared?
Yes, I am scared!
You should be! You're getting pranked right now!
Son of a...
Like, share, and subscribe!
Number between 1 and 10.
Let's say 7.
7? Well, it's your lucky day. You just won brand new AirPod Pros.
Wow, you're kidding me. Really?
Yeah.
Free?
Yeah.
Why?
You won. Nothing, you won.
How come?
You win. Have a good one. Have a good one.
Thank you.
People that you have in your life are either going to tax you or they're going to be a dividend. If everybody in your life is taxing you, that's why you're tired. All of your friends are taxing you. You don't want to answer the phone. You don't want to respond to the text message. You don't want to take them out because they are trust taxed. And you have to make sure you're around people that multiply. And you want them to be a dividend that when y'all get together, collaboration is easy. Decision making is easy. You're able to accomplish things. You're able to tackle things.
So, nephew, let me tell you about my crew. Dogs? I mean, some of them is dogs. Some of them is pigs and cats and stuff like that.
Chicken, lamb, peacocks.
Bears and horses and things and stuff like that. But my best friend is a cat named Geo. He's a gorilla. We call him Geo for gorilla.
So, okay. So that's where we come from.
What are you talking about?
You know, the gorillas, the monkeys.
You don't come from no gorilla. Who told you that?
It's in my school books.
Dan, no. Man, I was there when Adam was made. And he was made out of dirt. God reached down there and he was like, he just took his fingernails. He just taking his fingernails, getting dirty. And so, next thing you know, Adam was laying there. Woo! Man, you know what we call him? What? We call him Dirt. Because he's made out of dirt. Dirt! Dirty! That's my man's though.
Welcome to Eden.
So let us make man just like us, strong like us, wise like us. Let us make man beautiful like us, and let us make him immortal, just like us. And when they ask you, whose man's is this? Tell them, that's my creation, and his name is Adam. Now, Adam, breathe. Look around. Look around. And welcome to Eden. Hey, come on. Come on, come on. Eden, the vibe is love. Everything God created defines as love. Yo, you here now, so woo! Turn it up. To the left. To the left now, y'all. To the left this time. Right foot to the left. Left foot to the left. To the left, real smooth. To the left. To the left. To the left now, y'all. To the left this time. Right foot to the left. Left foot to the left. To the left now, y'all.
That's 100. Yeah, hold that. They claim they want that soul back. Got nothing to hold back. Take you to the throwback. So that you know that we gon' take the toe back. There's a difference between being seasoned and acting like an old cat. Old heads know that. It all comes back around like trying to recapture the moment with a Kodak. The Polaroid is instant. Hoping you don't miss it. Cause most of us been different. I tell you what it isn't about. The amount in the bank account. I'm just trying to figure out if I can make it through without thinking out loud. Pay attention, cause he gives grace to the humble at the same time he humbles the proud. Wow, 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 yeah, wow. Come on, I just don't wanna become what I hate. Cause it ain't all about getting your pay up. Let's go. Cause only Christ came down to save us. You know he saved us. I said I just don't wanna become what I hate. Cause it ain't all about getting your way. Cause only Christ came down to save us. He saved us. He did something for me I could never do for myself. And because of that, every single day the movement is felt. I learned in life there's some things that are worse than losing your wealth, like losing your health or losing yourself. But we don't hear it though. We just wanna live this life to see the next scenario. Keep a view that's aerial until we meet our burial. Till then life will ebb and flow. I just want my very own plot of land. But I know my life's in the potter's hands, so I don't need an autograph from any single artisan. I don't need to worship man, cause I know that the heart is sin. Full beyond measure. Once I stopped chasing pleasure, then I felt less pressure from Odessa down to Mecca. See, he controls the weather and my effort keeps me fresher. But that ain't the measurement that I use for my own betterment. Cause righteousness is heaven sent, meaning that it's all by grace. So by him, that is all I pray. Come on, I just don't wanna become what I hate. Cause it ain't all about getting your pay up. Let's go. Cause only Christ came down to save us. You know he saved us. I said I just don't wanna become what I hate. Cause it ain't all about getting your way. Cause only Christ came down to save us. He saved us. Come on. That's 100.
rhythm, move left to right. A new experience, baby, gon' hit your stride. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? And when the groove get good, go right to left. Shut up, y'all. We got grab the tread. Now who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? I'm walking. Then stretch. And walk it out like you know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. So I will trust you. Here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking.
When my eyes can't get it right,
They gon' be my guide.
and I'll follow
Through the trouble.
when I don't understand.
I will.
Surrender to your plan for me.
Clap your hands, everybody. I say me, don't fail me now. Yo, Jason, you ready? Somebody walk.
You know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. I will trust you. So here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking. I'm walking.
When my eyes can't get it right, faithful be my guide.
And even through the trouble, I don't understand. I'll relinquish all my plans.
Good Lord, open up doors. Took me down a path I ain't never been before. Looking at the road, I don't see a lot of space. Guess I gotta drop my load, cause you're picking up the pace. Don't leave me to die, be by my side. I get a little anxious, please be my guide. I got my feet shot, I've been prepping for the moment I will get the green light. So if you see me, I'm rolling like feet.
Don't fail me now.
Trying to tell you like I am. My faith. Oh Lord, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, say I am. I'm walking. When my
Eyes can't get it right,
will be
faithful be
my
my
guide.
guide. I'll follow. When I don't understand, I surrender to your plan. For me. Feet don't fail me now. I'm walking.
Trying to tell you like
I'm walking.
ooh, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, say I am. Can I get a witness?
I'm walking. Wherever you
Yo, good morning. All right, good morning. We're here. Good morning. What's up? Apparently we're on YouTube, but we're not on Facebook. I don't know what happened to Facebook. I don't feel like figuring it out. So we're here on YouTube. If anybody's on the Facebook side, go ahead and let them know that we're here on YouTube still. I don't know what happened to Facebook. I don't know. Could have been one of the songs. I really honestly don't know, and I ain't gonna figure it out. So there we go. Yep. We had enough technical issues this morning. So that be happening. That is what it is. Good morning. Hope everybody's well. We are back today. Wednesday. I was about to say Tuesday. We're supposed to be back on Tuesday, but instead I decided to come back on today because yesterday I just needed a day. I just needed a day. And sometimes you just need a day. I needed a mental health day. And I didn't even take a full day. Like I still got up and did stuff. Still had work to do, so I still had to go in, all that stuff like that. But sometimes you just need a day. Yesterday was one of those days. I woke up, I toyed with the idea of getting on live. And then finally I texted the team and I was like, I love y'all, but today I need the day. So that's what happened yesterday. But we're back today. We're back this week. Thank y'all so much for, of course, being with us. We appreciate y'all as always and all that y'all do for getting on Zeke Live in the morning. So if anybody's over on the Facebook side, though, I will say that if anybody's over on the Facebook side, if y'all happen to be on Facebook and y'all see the live or something, you know what? There's no way to really just tell people. They just got to figure it out. But it's just one of them things. It's just one of the things that happened this morning. Facebook decided during the pre-show to just go out. I don't know why, but it did. All right, and that's on both Facebook pages, so we'll see what happens with that. Maybe we'll figure out how to get it back up a little bit later. Maybe we'll figure out how to get back going live later, but I don't think I can do that without stopping the whole stream, and I'm not going to do that. We're just going to keep moving. All right, y'all. Good to see everybody this morning. I hope you guys' holiday was all right. I hope everyone's holiday was good. Of course, today is let's see. Today is Wednesday, September the 3rd. We're in the month of September, and isn't that pretty cool that we done already made it through August and then made it to September? Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah. So, all that to say, the year is getting by, man. The year is getting past us. The year really is just, I mean, doesn't it feel like just a couple weeks ago we entered the year 2025? Like, doesn't it just feel like just a couple years ago we just got into the year, and now here we are already in 3 days into September. So whatever goals and dreams and things you have, of course, we've been saying this on this show for the longest, whatever goals and dreams and things that you have. This chair just feels so low today. I'm like out of my element this morning. Like, you know, just take a few days away and it's just like, why is everything out of whack? The chair feel like it's out of whack. Let's see here. Yeah. So anyways, I got to get my bearings back together. Yeah, but whatever your goals, whatever your dreams, whatever those things are, you still got time. Although the summer is now kind of the official summer, if you will, is over. Nonetheless, you know, we still got some warm weather. We still got time to enjoy a walk outside. We still got time to go to the beach. We still got time, even though the official summer is over, we still got time to do that stuff. And if we still got time to do that stuff, that means we still got fall and the start of winter and Christmas season, which means you still got time to get those goals done, get those things done. And with that, I'll say it this way, since it's Wednesday, let's go ahead and do a Wednesday wellness check. How is your Wednesday going? How's your week going? From the last time we did our wellness check-in? Of course, we did our last wellness check-in last Wednesday. So here we are from Wednesday to Wednesday. Let me ask y'all this. How is your mental health doing? How is your physical health doing? How is your emotional health? How is your spiritual health? All those things like that. You know, we try to take a check-in over here at Zeke Live in the morning because this is a great way to start your day. And so, you know, it's a great way to remember when we do these Wednesday wellness check-ins and all that. It's a great day to remember that, a great day to just remember. It's we call it hump week in the work world. Y'all know, hump day in the work world, because it's the middle of the work week. But, I think that's a good time for those check-ins, a good time to just think about all of those things, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, all that stuff. I think it's a good time to rethink on all of that stuff because you really honestly never know what somebody else is going through. And so we check in with each other. Again, we don't know what everybody else is going through. And with that in mind, everybody don't know what we going through. We be going through a lot of stuff, a lot happening, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, just a lot of things that, if you're not careful, you be like me and stuff will start to burn you out. And before you know it, you just grasping, just trying to find your way, grasping, just trying to see something that works, just throwing spaghetti at the wall, trying to see what sticks, and I think we can get a better control of that if we're very intentional about taking time out to remember ourselves, remember our goals, remember our dreams, just remember us in the process of everything else that's going on. So I ask you this question: what is how is your mental health doing today? How is your spiritual health doing? How's your emotional health? How is your physical health? Are you tired? I know I'm tired. I'm tired. Listen, we had the this past weekend, of course, was Labor Day. And so on the 31st, that Sunday, we had been announcing it here on the show. We've been announcing that we were doing the what do we call that thing? The end of summer bash. It was basically like an outside picnic. We had some we had some food. We had DJ Miles Franklin was on the ones and the twos. We did some line dancing and stuff like that. That's right, y'all. The church folks was out there line dancing. We had, what else did we have? Games, lots of games. It was a bouncy house. There was a petting zoo that was there. I mean, it was just a good time. It was a great time. Really enjoyed myself. Really enjoyed that time that we had there. And so, so with all of that, I'm tired. I was doing so much work. I was running around so much, had to find extension cords. Electricity was having issues. Stuff was having issues working from that level. I mean, it was just a lot going on. And so I put in a lot of work. So my legs still feel it. My arms still feel it. My head still feels it. I mean, just headache, like sinuses still feeling it. So, just a lot of work went into it to make the day go successful. Of course, Saturday was a little bit of setup, all that stuff. But can I take a pause right here real quick? Can I just throw something out? And I might irritate somebody. Hold on, turn the track off because I might irritate somebody. Well, y'all, we got to do better with our black businesses, though. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail on that. This is something we actually got to rehash, and it's just on my mind. Black businesses, we got to do better. We have got to do better. Let me tell y'all something. I paid somebody. My organization paid somebody. I didn't pay them personally. My organization paid somebody a lot of money to do one of the tasks for this particular thing. Now, I'm not going to say which task. If you were there, you already know what I'm talking about, though, because it took me everything to hold my holiness and my faith. Hold on to your holiness. That's why you got to do these Wednesday well checks. How are you doing mentally, emotionally, all of that? Because I got to go into a meeting today where we got to rehash one of the things that happened that was not so good that day. And if you were there, then you know what it was. But I'm not going to shame anybody. I'm just going to say we hired somebody to do something that was very major to this event. Here's a little gossip right here. Here goes the tea. To do something that was major for this event. Not only were they exceptionally late, but when they came unprepared. And they're unprepared as though they were. They kept coming up with excuses for why it was late, why they didn't have the right stuff. Meanwhile, we paid in full, ahead of time on good faith. And they came in with that. And so, of course, we were feeling really bad and really mad. I was mad, of course. We were feeling pretty bad because, here's this event that we've put on. All these people have come out, all this stuff. And then this particular thing is late. You could probably figure out what I'm talking about, but I don't want to shame the people before I have a direct conversation with them today. So I'm going to leave it at this. We got to do better. Like black businesses, we be trying to support ourselves and I'm fussing at us a little bit. And don't anybody that ain't black, don't go take it as, see, black, that's why I don't do business with black people. This ain't even about that. Even though we be saying that, this ain't about that. This is about just integrity in your business. Like if somebody gonna pay you for a job, at least do the job and do what you promised, what you invoiced. You got an invoice. Do what you promised on the invoice instead of having us running around trying to figure out plan B and all kind of other stuff like that and having to be back and forth on the phone while a million other things are going wrong. Because like I said, the electricity was having an issue. So I had to go find, I had to work on way out of no way. We had to go and get a couple things just to tide people over. It was just like, but meanwhile, you got paid in full ahead of time. Like that kind of stuff right there, bro. Like we got to do better. We have got to do better. And I don't like when I see black businesses, and I'm going back to this Wednesday well check, but this was my wellness is right here. This was on my mind today. It's bothering my mental health. I don't like when I see businesses. We try to support black businesses, black owned businesses. We try to support them. We try to help them. We try to push them. We try to do all that kind of stuff. And then you show up like just completely wrong, man, just wrong. And it was noticeably wrong. And like to the effect, somebody was like, man, next time you need that done, man, just ask me. I do it. Like, because we really could have done it better ourselves. And I would have saved at least $750. Like, I'm talking about we paid a good price for somebody to do a good work and they promised they could do it, had people vouch for them, all that, then they showed up and just, you know. So to some degree, that feels disrespectful. On the other degree, it just feels like, you know, why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we do this to each other? Somebody hired you for a business, just do what you was hired for at the way that you said you could do it. It's always better to do more than it is to do the absolute least. I mean, what was that? So we had to deal with that, and so that just wore me out, dealing with all that stuff. And that main thing, by the time we got cleaned up and everything else, like I was just worn out. So Monday, you know, I tried to sleep in a bit on Monday, but I was tossing and turning all night, sinuses going crazy. So then yesterday, by the time we got to yesterday, this is why I didn't do the show yesterday. I was like, I need a day. Like I just need a day. I need to be able to sleep in. My brain, I just could not process doing the show yesterday. I almost canceled it today. And looking at the Facebook situation, I almost canceled it today. And Facebook is probably telling me you need to go ahead and cancel. But we gonna stick with it today because we here. Yeah, so you know, but that just wore me out, man. It wore me out, and I just don't like that. You know what I mean? And I'm sure nobody else does. When you hire somebody to do something, you want to see them do a good job. And we trying to build black wealth and black, and then you get stuff like that. It's like a catch-22. You know, maybe one day we'll have to do a black businesses situation and talk about that. But in the meantime, that's what was on my mind from the weekend. I'm letting it go. Today I got a meeting about it. We're gonna deal with the person. You know, I said, let's just get through the day. Let's just make sure the people are happy, make sure they have a good time. We'll deal with it this week. We'll deal with it this week. And so here we are today. We got to deal with that. So y'all pray my strength in the Lord, because got some very angry phone calls to make. And if you ever seen me when I get in that mode, it stops being, hey, welcome to Zeke Live in the morning. Great way to save it. Start your day. You know, it goes from that to be like, nigga, like, why would you do that? Why would you do, you know, it starts getting, and I saw myself going that direction. And I think that you just got to do that. Like, you just got to, because it just makes us all look bad. You know what I mean? I ain't with that. So anyways, back to your mental health check-in, because as y'all can clearly see, that has weighed on me and my mental health, because just horrible stuff. So anyways, at any rate, how is your stuff doing? Like, how are you doing today, though? Physically, you all right? Mentally, you okay? You're doing all right? And your spiritual health is all well with you? You know, are you doing okay? Are you doing okay overall? Is everything all right? It's a good time to check in with that, because you still got the rest of this week. You still got the rest of, you know, the rest of September. You still got, so check in regularly with yourself, you know, and you don't have to put it in the comments or anything and say, you know, I'm not feeling good, unless you just want to, you know, because then we'll pray for you and all that good stuff. But like I said, honestly, check in with yourself. Make sure yourself is all right. Okay, let's keep this show moving. I want to make sure everybody's doing all right. Y'all know what to do. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe over on YouTube. I've got the warning signs on Facebook that are saying, the alert signs that are saying Facebook is not going. And this is why I tell everybody, subscribe, turn on your notifications, do all that stuff on the YouTube side, because we're still going strong on YouTube as far as I can see. But you can still follow us on Facebook, Zeke Lock, or that's my page, or Lock Zeke, which is my profile. You can still follow us over there. I don't know what's going on with Facebook this morning. Clearly we've offended the Facebook gods or something. I don't know. So we just started the show and I already offended the Facebook gods. How about that? I guess they just be shutting us off. I don't rely on Facebook no more. I just don't even rely on them no more. That's why I steer everybody to YouTube. I do not rely on Facebook. So follow us on YouTube. So subscribe to us on YouTube. Turn on your notifications, all that good stuff. We got a good show today. We got some new music that's playing. We got some new stuff. Let's see what's on the show docket for the day. What's on the show for today? Of course, we're going to do our morning affirmations and morning shout outs. So if you haven't said good morning, do me a huge favor. Say good morning, because at the 8 o'clock hour, right after the music break, we are going to do that. Y'all know how we do it. It's a tradition over here. In case you're new to this and you've not spent a great way to start your day, guess what I got? I got my Tambo. So, of course, you know, we named the day. Today is Wednesday, so somebody might call it Wellness Wednesday, which I might call it because we've already did our wellness well check-in. You know, somebody else might call it, I don't know, Wistful Wednesday. I don't know, you know, Wonderful Wednesday. I don't know, all these different names that people call stuff. So those count as our affirmations. So that's what we do. We say good morning and we leave that affirmation by what we call naming the day. So make sure you name the day because we all get some benefit out of that. I would tell my testimony about the benefit I got from naming the day, but I ain't got time. I'll just say it like this. It's helpful when people name the day. When people say good morning and they put those words in there, it helps us to see things in a better light. And while we're doing our Wednesday well check-in, that's going to serve good. So that's coming up at the 8 o'clock hour. Make sure you say good morning. Name the day if you haven't done so already. Help us all out. That's at 8 o'clock. Then at 8:30, we'll be back because y'all, guess what I done got hooked on? Lord have mercy. I got hooked. They hooked me in. Bridgerton hooked me in. I don't know if anybody here watches Bridgerton, but oh my God, there's so much to talk about. Matter of fact, we might have to call today Whistle Down Wednesday. Whistle Down Wednesday. Woo-hoo. And if you don't watch Bridgerton, that means nothing to you. But Whistle Down is everything. Okay? All right. I wish I could be like Whistle Down. So, name the day. We're going to come back at 8:30. We're going to talk about, my Bridgerton recap, how I got hooked on Bridgerton, all that stuff like that. Then at 9 o'clock, we'll talk about guilty pleasures and strange obsessions, that kind of stuff. We'll have my man Eric with us. We'll talk about some of that, so you can tell me some of your guilty pleasures or some of those strange obsessions that you have that, you don't want nobody to know about. But, y'all know we like certain stuff that we just like. Y'all know how that goes. Just certain stuff we like. And then at 9:30, we'll be back with past star Rich Holmes. And we'll just talk about, being yourself, making sure that you're being yourself. And at 9:55, of course, we'll do our roundtable. And then we're off the air at 10 a.m. That's the lineup for today's show. So make sure you're there for that. You see the lineup. But for right now, let's do this. We got some music. We got some new music we can play. And hopefully things will line up correctly. I'm gonna do two things. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna go look at the comments. I see people are already in the comments. That's pretty cool. If you know it, you can look it down here in the bottom. If you're watching, you can watch at the bottom right corner of the screen. Your comments will show up right there. And then so go ahead and leave your comments. Of course, we'll name the day. We'll be right back with that. Let me find this new music though. We've just been having tech issues all morning. I can't wait till things work out. We don't got tech issues. Y'all just keep on praying. Y'all keep on praying. Tech issues are gonna be done. This is some music that was submitted. I rather like this song a lot, so I'm gonna play this one. We'll play a couple of new songs here. I like both of these, so we'll play both of these for a little bit of vibes, and then we'll be right back with our morning affirmations. All right. Hopefully, if you haven't said it, say good morning, and we'll be right back. Hey, turn your radio up.
Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Yeah, the devil thought he had me, I got away. Yeah, don't it feel good when you've been in his presence? Yeah, walking with him ain't no second guessing. Yeah, some call it luck, but I call it a blessing. Yeah, he give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me, yeah. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. Thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Walking with him ain't no second guess. Somebody love, but I call it a blessing. He give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. Thanking you, Lord, for another good day. I kept it simple,
could I go be so blind and hide, trying to conceal the truth revealed in you? 'Cause I thought when I felt you would walk away. It made me feel some type of way, made me feel some type of way. I know every time I drift away, you catch me regret. With you, 'cause mountains only move by faith, Lord, I'm better with you. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. Really peace I can't explain. I know true love never fade. No one can replace it. You came down and made a way. Now I'm better with you. With you. With you. I'm honestly better with the mountains. There's a river that don't run dry. Deeper than oceans, there's a water that brings us back to life. There is no greater revelation than the lamb that came down and sacrificed. Nobody, I know who I gotta do. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. 'Cause mountains only move by faith, but I'm better with you. With you. We need you, Jesus. Only you, Jesus. I know true love never fades. No one can replace it. You came down and made a way. Now I'm better with you. With you. With you.
Yeah. I like that. I like both of those. I like both of those. Jordan May, Nathan Davis Jr. I like both of those jams. Both of those is like hot. Oh, act like them ain't hot. Them is hot. Was y'all jamming? I hope y'all was jamming out. I hope y'all was rocking out. Let's see here. Of course, I love those. Thank you, Eric, for those awesome songs. Well, y'all, let's do it. Of course, if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you subscribe and hit the what do they call it? The notifications button. Yeah, turn the subscriptions and notifications and all that other stuff like that. Let you know when we go live, because that's how you end up being the first comment of the day. Of course, you can't do that on the Facebook side. It's just no matter how hard you try, you can't be the first comment if you watch exclusively on Facebook, because YouTube lets you know that we're about to go live. So that's why I say go to YouTube. Hey, let's do our morning shout outs. Let's get into it. Morning affirmations, and let's see who we have on the first comment of the day. Let's go ahead and get that drum roll. Let me get my tambourine. Hold on a minute. Don't want to drop my coffee. Let's see who we got. The first comment of the day is Mama, y'all. Miss Sherry Staten, there she is. She says, good morning, family. And if you're new around here, when you see those blood drops in that heart, that means we're all family. We call ourselves the Lock Stars family. And just by the virtue of you being here, you're part of that Lock Stars family. It means family is not the people that you are born into. Of course, that's your family. That's your kin. But your family is also the people that you choose. And you've chosen to spend your day right here with us, Zeke Live in the morning. And so Mama is part of that family. She says, good morning. It's Wednesday. It's the day the Lord has made. We've not seen it. But she says, I don't know about y'all, but I'm glad to be here. Let's do it. Let's be the light. I can't read. Let's do it. Let's get some reading glasses. Let's do I need to learn how to read. I went to public school education for a while, so y'all got to forgive me. Yeah, Mama says, let's do it. Let's be the light. And that's a good word for somebody right there. Be the light. I don't know what your situation is, what darkness is surrounding around you, but you can definitely be the light. So go ahead and be the light. I love that. I love that. Let's see who else we got. Miss Rhonda on the rocks. Shout out to Rhonda on the rocks. Let's give her a tambourine. Yeah, let's give Miss Rhonda on the rocks a tambourine, because Miss Rhonda on the rocks just celebrated a full year of her podcast, the Rhonda on the Rocks podcast. I had a chance to watch the toast. I'm gonna be honest with you, Ron, I fell asleep on it. I watched it after the fact because I got home so late, so I missed the live of it. But I went back to watch it. I think I left a comment, just to show I was there. Did my toast with you. I did a post toast. I'll be rhyming, y'all. I got bars. I did a post-toast with Rhonda on the Rocks. But congratulations to her for 1 full year. Of course, we celebrated a couple weeks ago, but the live podcast was this past Sunday, the 31st. So you can go back and check that out. You can do a post-toast with her, too. I toasted with some, what did I have? Oh, I finished off the rest of that. We had some apple wine, like some apple kind of wine or something. It was really, really good. That's what I toasted with. I only had like a little bit, so just enough to do a toast, actually. So I toasted with you with some wine. It says, let's see. We are back. And yes. And we back. Today is Pick Up Your Bed and Walk Wednesday. There goes my tambourine. Now, when I get the day name, I shake my tambourine. So that sounds horrible. When I play it back, the tambourine sounds horrible in the microphone. Wait, I gotta get some sound effects loaded up, and it will be okay. Take up your bed and walk. I love that. Don't just sit there. Get up and walk in the will of God. Walk into your new season. Walk boldly, and just like that song says, "I'm a walking." A great artist once upon a time wrote a song called "I'm Walking." If you check out the pre-show, we're playing that amazing artist and that amazing song inside of there, released by Ty Scott Records. That's all I'll say about that. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if playing my own song is the reason Facebook went off. I would not be surprised if that's the reason why. I honestly would, because it's, label songs, all that stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and give Rhonda on the Rocks one more tambourine, one more shout out, because congratulations on a year. 3 seasons. She's in her 3rd season of Rhonda on the Rocks, so that's a big deal. So yeah, shout out to that. And speaking of toasting, what are y'all drinking this morning? I'm drinking coffee. Y'all see, I done used up all the dishes, and I still ain't washed a dish. I'm gonna do it today, though. I think. But yeah, so I just decided to go buy paper goods. So I've got a paper cup with coffee in it. So yep, there you go. Let's see here. Mamas of the show, one of our illustrious co-hosts, Mr. Eric Rideout. This is his mama, Mrs. Johnny Rideout, JP Rideout, saying good morning, everybody. Y'all know I love that, to emphasize that, everybody. Saints, ain'ts, and those that can't. I think that's how Eric said it. All the saints, the ain'ts, and those that can't. There you go. Y'all go wish mama some love. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. So there she is right there, Miss Johnny Rideout. And look who it is, Tara Butler Jones. There is somebody who, it just dawned on me, Tara, as I'm looking at this comment right now. I promise you right now, as I'm looking, it just dawned on me. I never called you back this weekend. I got so busy this weekend. And then the last couple days just trying to rest. I never called you back. My apologizes. Apologies to you. Like I did that. My apologizes. I apologies to you. Man, listen, I am so sorry. I will hit you up. I'll try to hit you up today. I got a really stuffed day today and tomorrow. But I'm gonna try to hit you up today so that you don't think that I ignored you and you don't hate me. Hopefully she don't hate me. There she is. Hopefully she don't hate me. And let's see here. Here's a couple. They say I'm live. Oh, they say I'm live on Facebook. I don't know. I just looked. I didn't see myself on there. Unless y'all just saw the opening part. I don't know. I don't see myself on there when I look though. So I don't know. But Tara and Mama both said I was live on Facebook. So I don't know what's going on over there. I ain't finna try to figure it out. I know that much. I ain't finna try to figure it out. Here's somebody, Pastor Jeremy Sanders. Shout out to Jeremy Sanders. Tambourine for him just for being here. Hey, what's up? What's up? Glad to see you today. And he when was that? I think it was the last comment. He was in the last comment wars as well, so he was in there. So there you have it. I know one thing he didn't eat: potato salad, banana pudding, and macaroni and cheese. So that's 3 things. Actually, he might like banana pudding. I don't know. He don't like a lot of stuff, y'all. This man on the screen right here, Mr. Pastor Jeremy Sanders, he don't like a lot of things. I don't know if we got to take and pull his black card or what, but you know, whatever. And look here, we got somebody, Gaja, all the way from Belgium. I love it. You get a tambourine just for being up this time of night. Well, I guess it's not that late. I guess it's the evening over in Belgium, but it's evening over there. So while it's Zeke live in the morning over here, I guess for you, it's Zeke live in the early evening. So thank you for being here with us all the way from Belgium. I love that. I absolutely love that. Global, baby. I love that the world has brought us together in ways that only would have been like imaginable. Only like figments of our imagination like 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, y'all remember long distance calls? Do y'all remember having to make does anybody still do long distance calls? Is that like still a thing? Like now look at us, we're like filming live and we can FaceTime all across the globe, all that kind of stuff. Like look at that, like people you don't even know. Look how we can do that, man. That's, back in the day we had to do long distance calls and they were exceptionally expensive. It was like MCA or something like that, MCR or whatever. It was like a company that handled long distance calls. And I remember those bills would be so high. Like, so I remember having to call my parents, like when I did my study abroad in Canterbury, England. And for like 5 months, like those long distance calls piled up quite a bit. Like honest to God, they piled up quite a bit. So it's really cool. I'm saying that to say it's really cool that now we are in a situation where we can go live with video calls, something that we only thought was a figment of our imagination 20 years ago. Now we can do it live in the moment in front of mass audiences. So that's really cool. I love that. Let's see here. So welcome to the show. One more Tambo for Belgium. There we go. And then look, y'all, it's my auntie Regina, y'all. There she is right there. She says, morning, nephew and Lockstar's family. Morning to all of y'all. It's been a long time since we've been together, hasn't it? Friday? So was that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Yeah, it's been 5 days since we've been together. 4-day break in between. So yeah, I hope y'all missed each other. Yeah, if y'all ain't missed each other, I hope you missed me at least. Like, did you miss me? I hope so. Maybe you did, because you came back. You're here. Look at that. And Auntie Regina gave the name. She named the day. I'm gonna go ahead and shake my tambo. I know that sounds horrible in the mic, but you get it in theory. You get it in theory. What's going on? She says it is Let It Whip Wednesday, just like me with the whole other thing with Facebook this morning. I just let it whip. You know what? Forget it. I'm not trying to figure it out. I don't particularly care. I mean, I care, but I don't care enough in this moment right now to let it stress me out. Like literally 45 seconds before the show has to go live. I just don't care. So let it whip, and whatever dreams and goals you have, let them whip. Like let it fly, baby. Whip it. Whip it good. Y'all remember that song from the 80s? There it is right there. Shout out to Rhonda on the Rock saying thank you. Yes, you are absolutely welcome. I think that's a thank you for the toast and the congratulations on 1 year. And listen, I have not made it a year. I've not made it. I've only gone 6 months. Like this, we're entering the 7th month. And I tell you, it's hard work to like do this stuff. It is hard work, but that's why we congratulate anybody who's made it longer than a year. Once you get past that first year, I guess it gets a little easier. So, there's my Aunt Regina saying congratulations on 1 year. I love that. And then also wishing my let's see here, that my wife is doing good. Yes. Sorry, I'm doing like 4 things at once. Yes, wishing that my wife is doing good. Let me give y'all an update on her before we get into this other stuff. My wife, she's still in the hospital, unfortunately. So, yeah, we're like at a week and a half now being in the hospital. Y'all just keep her lifted up. Of course, I've seen her pretty much every day. So y'all keep her lifted up. Y'all keep her in prayer. Just keep her name in front of the Lord for me. Just keep her name in front of the Lord on my behalf. Keep both our names. Just keep the Locke household. The Locke household. It's crazy to say that, right? Keep the Locke household in prayer. Just as she's dealing with this. It's tough. It's tough on her. I see it weighing on her. I see it weighing on her emotionally, physically, all of that stuff like that. I see that, which only makes me then have to wear it because that's my wife. And so just keep us both lifted up in prayer. She's not in the ICU anymore, but she's in IMCU, which I just found out yesterday stands for Intermediate Care Unit. So to the nurse that told me that it was Intensive Medical Care Unit, which I was like, that just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, shout out. We found it as Intermediate Care Unit. So it's like a step above a regular hospital room, like in regular hospital rooms, it's just, it's a hospital room. It's, it's the hospital. What do you say? It's the hospital. But in intermediate care, is when they need a little bit more of an intense, view on them. So that's intermediate care. But then, of course, ICU is intensive care. And that's when they need like 24/7 eyes on them pretty much. So she's not in ICU anymore. She's in intermediate. So IMCU. And, it's just like I said, it's a little tough. It's a little tough. Of course, people are constantly in and out of the room, nurses and doctors. Now, everyone's been so nice. She has said that. I'm just giving y'all a little bit of the report from her mouth. But, nurses and doctors, everybody exceptionally nice, exceptionally well. But when you get frustrated, you just get frustrated when you're ready to go. So it can start to feel like a jail, being in a prison bed. It's being in a hospital bed. It can start to feel a bit like a jail, like you just can't do anything, like you just locked away. And so, like I said, keep her lifted in prayer because it's just a lot. It's a lot. I see it weighing on her. I don't like to see that. That's my wife. So thank y'all so much for checking in with her though, and making sure, that she's all right. But just keep her name lifted. Keep my whole household lifted. And of course, we'll do the same for you. It sounds like real testimony service, don't it? Y'all pray for me, and I continue to pray for you. It's like, why do we always feel the need to say that? Just pray for me. Without me promising to pray for you, just know that I will if I love you. But without the need of me promising to pray for you, just pray for me, and do that for each other. We got to do that more for each other. We don't do that very often anymore. We don't testimony service. So you don't get a chance to hear all the time what people are going through, what they've gone through or been through, unless you get into some real interpersonal communication. And so with that said, just pray for people. Just keep people lifted, sorrows, prayers, thoughts and prayers, all that stuff. However you got to go with it. Good energy, good vibes. Just don't think ill of people, because again, you never know what people are going through. So yeah, with that being said, y'all just keep us lifted. Because I see it weighing on her, and I don't like that. I don't like it at all. It's been a week and a half, and we went into the hospital for a transfusion through the infusion clinic, and that was to avoid this from happening. And then look at us, here we are. Like, this still happened, and so that just is what it is. It just happens sometimes. So just keep her lifted. Just keep her lifted up. All right, y'all. There it is right there. I love my wife. In fact, I'm gonna play Green Light at the next music break for her. But before we go to the next music break, like I said, we're gonna come back and I'm gonna talk about how I got obsessed with the show Bridgerton. So I don't know about y'all. Have y'all seen Bridgerton before I go into talking about it? Because if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna do my best not to give no spoiler alerts, but I'm gonna just talk about how it captivated me. I'm gonna just tell you what I think about the show. Because I've set up, and I kid y'all not, and I'll dive into this a little bit more later. I binge watched all 3 seasons, like while trying to rest and lay down and all that. And of course I didn't do it all in a single sitting. I mean, I was still up doing other stuff, but I made it through all 3 seasons over the course of the last weekend. I made it through since it must have been Thursday or Friday. Whatever, it was either Thursday or Friday. Me and my wife started it together, and she fell asleep. We was watching it on the iPad at the hospital. So there it is right there. But then I liked it so much. Then they suggested to me, of course, Queen Charlotte, the TV show. So I binge watched that entire thing just yesterday. I kid, between yesterday and last night, I watched the entire season of Queen Charlotte. So I am full on in Bridgerton world. You should be surprised that I did not show up in, in colonial era clothing. You should be surprised. Look at this. I see somebody, my Belgian friend. I've seen everything, and my favorite was Queen Charlotte in season 2 and season 3. Disappointment. I tell you what, we got to dive into that. See, somebody who understands what I'm talking about. I think I got to give it to you. Queen Charlotte might have been better than Bridgerton itself. And I think that might have been the case. I think I agree with you there. I've not read the books. I only went into the TV shows just because we was looking for something to watch. And I gave it a chance. I didn't give it a shot, when it first came out. But I gave it a chance while I was in the hospital room. And, then I got hooked. Because I just wanted to see what happened. I kept wanting to see what happened. And so that's kind of what happened with that. So when I come back, I'm going to talk about Bridgerton. We're going to talk about how that was. I'm glad I got at least one person in the comments who knows my plight, who knows the goodness that Bridgerton offers. I understand. Let's just say I understand while everybody went Bridgerton happy. I get it. I understand it. I understand the hype. So that's my quirk that I fully engaged in this week. And then at the 9 o'clock hour, of course, we'll talk about other guilty pleasures and other quirks. Look at this, my auntie Regina saying Queen Charlotte ain't no joke. Yeah, see? So y'all know, okay. So we got people who know about Bridgerton. Good. I was scared I was going to be talking to myself this episode, but at least I got a couple people who know about it. Yeah, because it's good stuff. If you haven't watched it, then maybe by the end of this show, you'll want to go watch it, and Netflix will have to give me a sponsor. Or Shondaland, somebody, one or both of them, but both of y'all, give me some money. But yeah, because we're going to talk about it. I love it. So many life lessons in there. Also, so much fairy tale in it. I mean, just wonderful show. So we'll get into that at the 8:30 hour. But then at 9 o'clock, of course, we'll be here, and we'll be talking about just other quirks that you might have, other guilty pleasures. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, Bridgerton is became a bit of a guilty pleasure. It's just, I got some guilty pleasures, some things that I might not sit around with my boys and be like, y'all, I got into it, but I did it anyways. I did it. I was watching it and I was into it. So there you have it. So we'll do that at the 9 o'clock hour. We'll pick Eric's brain to find out what other quirky things he likes that other people might find strange. I know y'all might find strange that I watch these little reels, you know. I'll talk about that at 9 o'clock. Those little reels, I've talked about it before, but oh my God, those things. Y'all know the reels I'm talking about, the little flicks reels and all of that, like those little stories that originated like in China and all. Oh my God, like those things. Quirky obsessions. Another quirky obsession, you know, other things like well, for some people they might see eating banana pudding as a quirky obsession, but there you have it. You know, crab salad, that is a quirky obsession of mine. I might be the only person keeping seafood salad in business. They got a brand at Walmart. It's in an orange container. It's got like orange trim on the container. I don't even know the name of the brand unless I see it. But every time I be grabbing it, that with some, y'all see my stomach should be messed up. With some baked beans with the brisket in it from Walmart. Oh my God. Yep. So I got some quirky obsessions. We'll talk about all that stuff at 9 o'clock. Before I do any of that, though, y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. There's Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. We got time to hear her good morning. There she is saying good morning. And she says, good morning, Zeke, Mrs. Locke, and the rest of the Locke Stars family. It's good, wealthy. I just set my tambo down. Hold on. Wait a minute. Get my tambo back. There it is right there. Wealthy Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday. Praying for the Locke household and the entire Locke Star family. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah. Wealthy Wednesday. You still got time to reach your goals of wealth and all that stuff. And also a good morning to all the people. Look, she's saying hi to all my family. My mama, my auntie, all the rest of the moms and pops. Of course, I know my dad be watching. Hey, Pop, what's up? There he is right there. For Zeke Live in the morning, the whole family, all of y'all. Listen, I love the love. I love to see the love. And that's why we spend so much time on these morning shout outs. That's why we spend so much time. So without any further ado, like I said, we're going to come back after this music break. I'm going to play this song for my wife because she's laying in a hospital bed right now. And she's not in the comments, but I know if she ain't asleep, then she's watching. Even if she's not in the comments. Yeah. This is one of her favorite songs. Song of me and my group called Green Light. And like I said, it's one of her favorites. So this is in honor of her. Yeah, we'll do this one in honor of her. I think we can do that. Y'all all right with that? Y'all okay with that? If I play something in honor of my own wife, you know. Y'all can get you a wife. You can play something in honor of your wife. But I'm gonna play something in honor of my wife. And then we'll be right back. And I'm gonna hash this Bridgerton stuff. So if you know anything about Bridgerton and Queen Charlotte and all of the people, if you know anything about all of them, help me to just get it out. I just gotta get it out because yeah. Anyways, thank y'all for leaving the morning shout outs, the morning affirmations. We got some stuff we can take with us. My tambourine is happy. I'm happy. And hopefully that has helped somebody with their mental well-being, right? Your emotional health. We'll keep asking that question during the show since it's Well Check Wednesday. How's your emotional health? How's your physical health? How's your spiritual health? How is your mental health? How is everything doing? Do you need to take a day today? You need to take a day off? You need to take one of those personal days? Can that thing wait till tomorrow so you can take a personal day today? Do you need to do that? I know I had to yesterday. Do that. Today's a good day to check in with that. But for right now, let's do this in honor of my wife. And then we'll be right back. We'll talk about a little bit of Bridgerton, huh?
I want everything you promised me, Lord. Sometimes it seems like it's taking way too long trying to decide. Should I stay? Should I move on? Won't it be right? So I'm moving out your green light. Say, can I get a green light? How y'all doing, huh? Where you at, huh? Can I get a green light? If you waiting on the Lord, God, you take a man's word. What you say, huh? Yo, say, can I get a green light? See, I want everything. I want everything you promised me, Lord. Seems like it's taking way too long. Seems like it's taking way too long trying to decide. Should I stay? Should I move on? So I don't move. Can I get a green light? How y'all doing, huh? Where y'all at, huh? Can I get a green light? And if you're waiting on the Lord, let you take a man's word. What you say, huh? Can I get a green light? When the whole world jumping. Can I get a green light? What I'm feeling doing nothing. Can I get a green light? I said a one, but till I hear you saying something, but I wonder. Can I get a green light? Yeah, 'cause I'm moving to your life, place. But I'm moving to your life, place. So I'm moving to your green light. To your green light. To this bird now. Altos, say. Come on, Altos. Flip it. Right here. Sopranos, don't say. I feel you. If you really into that thing, feel the script. Everybody, soprano sit. Everybody say it one time.
One more song, then we're gonna come back. I told y'all I gotta talk about this. Bridgerton is a song submission right here. I love it. And then we'll be right back.
Wake up in the morning, I'm blessed, I'm still here.
Wrong button.
Commanding my day and speak to it through prayer. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day. He's the God of my day. God of my day. God of my day. He's the God of my day. Some people wait until something happens. Then they start praying that it isn't so. What if you did things different? Can you imagine? The favor that follows wherever you go.
my prayers not based on my day now. My day is based on my prayer. By grace he has everything I say now. He is good. My prayers not based on my day now. My day is based on my prayer. So even if it doesn't go my way now, he is good. He is good. He is good. He is good. Wake up in the morning, I'm blessed, I'm still here. Commanding my day and speak to it through prayer. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day.
I put my foolish pride aside in acknowledgement of your goodness. Everything is the Lord's in the earth in its fullness. Was deaf to the voice from the pulpit. Straighten up my mind from the thoughts that were crooked. Isolated from the shame, totally dependent on self. Now I abide in your shadow, in your presence I dwell. Deserved to fall, but was caught before I fell. Was so hard-headed, too stubborn to ask for help. Unworthy of your grace, begging you for lighter loads. Till I met a single mother in survival mode. Made me reject all the lies that I've been told. And made me reflect on the codes that I uphold. I'm a leader. Hey Drizzle, thank you for the feature. Exposing the manipulation of the great deceiver. Ain't no preacher. And I ain't perfect either. Following instructions, edify all my believers, Mario.
Wake up in the morning, I'm blessed, I'm still here. Commanding my day and speak to it through prayer. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day. He's the God of my day, God of my day, God of my day. He's the God of my day.
Yup. I love that. I love that. E-Man from a submission from one of our fellow lock stars right there. We've been playing new music today. I don't know if y'all caught that. It's like the third new song we played today. Yeah, we on some new music. And I'm all about that new music life. It's so good. Shout out to Eric for the first two new songs y'all heard. Those were just vibing. Those are just the right kind of vibe. It was just the right kind of vibe. And then, of course, Green Light. I played that in honor of my wife. But then that was E-Man right there. That was a submission from my friend Smith. He was like, man, you should add this to your song rotation. I'm glad I did. It's been vibey today. Vibey day. Yeah, it's a vibey day. Anyways, y'all, okay. I should have had, you know what I should have had? Let's see if we got some music in here with this. Let's see if we got some music in here. Okay, y'all. All right. I should have had a classical, like a whole classical thing. Okay, this might work. For a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. This might work. This got at least some strings. There we go. Now I feel Bridgerton. I want to do like one of those dances. Y'all watch the show Bridgerton. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit, y'all. Okay, so first and foremost, I got to say, Shondaland, I got on here at the first part of the show and I was fussing, saying black businesses, we got to do better. But can I just throw this out there? All black businesses ain't just trashing people. Shondaland is a black-owned business. And look at the product she gave us. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Have y'all watched Bridgerton? Have y'all watched it? Okay, so let me start off with this. I was not sponsored by Netflix or anybody to talk about this. I'm just talking about it. I don't got no clips or nothing. It's just like it got me as I was watching the show, right? They got me hooked. So this is how it started, right? Me and my wife were at the hospital. We were at the hospital. She's been in the hospital, like I said, since last Monday, so a week and a half now. She's been at the hospital. And so I'll take my iPad up there. I bought her some AirPods. Let's start with that. I bought her some AirPods. She was so resistant at first. And so finally I was just like, babe, I'm buying you these whether you like it or not. So I bought her these AirPods, which of course creates all kind of cool opportunities for us. So we could share screens together because we both got iPhones. Because we both have AirPods now, I can play it like on my iPad or my computer or something like that. And I could just like put her AirPods temporarily onto my stuff. So we're both listening to it in real time in our own headphones. And because they have like the transparency mode, you know, all that stuff like that, we can still talk to each other. We can hear when the nurses are coming in and out. And so that's what we did. I laid up in the bed with her at the hospital and we started watching Bridgerton until she fell asleep. She fell asleep. Like I said, you know, and here's the other reason, just as a side note, I bought her these AirPods too because they have the active noise cancellation. So, you know, they're able to filter out all the other like loud noises and things that are going on. And then she could turn on like rain sounds or, you know, something like that, waterfalls or something, you know, just like a stream, a babbling brook, something that just creates a little bit of atmosphere. So it just doesn't sound and feel like a hospital when she's trying to sleep. You know, so I went up there with her, and if she had any issue sleeping, then she had no issue sleeping while we was trying to watch Bridgerton because we turned it on. We was like, let's give it a try. Neither one of us had watched it. Of course, we are exceptionally late to the party, of course, at this point. We are exceptionally late to the party this morning, but not this morning, but, you know, just to the party of Bridgerton. Everybody else was already on it 2-3 years ago. I just got on it, you know, just the end of last week. And when I say I turned it on and it's the only thing I watch, now I have a tendency to do this with shows. I love watching shows. I have a tendency to watch one and just watch it straight through. So a lot of times I come late to the process because I want to watch multiple seasons at once. I don't want to wait till next season, especially with Netflix, because I don't know how to control my, you know, I don't know how to say I'm going to watch one episode this week and come back next week and watch an episode and like, you know, and just spread the days out like that. I don't know how to do that. I turn it on and they be like, next episode. I'll be like, yes, more. Next episode, yes, more. Until I've watched the entire thing. And then I got to wait all year until they decide to drop another season. And then I forgot what happened last season. I don't feel like watching it again because I don't like watching things twice unless it's really, really good or like my classic movies and stuff. But other than that, I don't really care to watch TV shows and things a second go around. So, you know, so I lose interest in the show. So with Bridgerton, all 3 seasons, I watched them all in one count. And then they suggested to me Queen Charlotte. And oh, man, I feel like that was a better series. So let me see something. I saw something in the comments. My friend in Belgium said, saw everything, read the books, did all of that. And said that season 2 and season 3 was disappointing. You know, so let's start it off like this. So if you haven't watched it, listen, you should go watch it. Let's just start with that. You should go watch Bridgerton if you haven't watched it. If that's your vibe. I'm not usually like a love story person. I'm a comedy person. It's either comedy or action. Like, if you give me comedy and action, I'm all game. Like, I either want to see comedy, I want to see action. I lean more towards comedy, especially cartoons. I love cartoons, adult cartoons. Love them, like Family Guy and Rick and Morty, and then I love kid cartoons. Like, give me a good old episode of Powerpuff Girls, and I'll be all over that. I love stuff like that. So, you know, South Park. Oh my God. Okay, we gotta talk about South Park one day. We can talk about that later. This new season of South Park is wild, so we can talk about that later. But you know, I'm usually that kind of person. Love stories, I'm straight. I love period pieces. I love history stuff. I love nonfiction. I love doing a lot of that. And I watch, believe it or not, I watch a whole lot of like people who talk about like church history, you know, stuff that you would normally only view if you were like in seminary or something. I'm the nerd who like sits up and watches that. Like, I mean, college courses. I sit up and watch that. So that's typically the kind of stuff I watch. Comedy, action, and then like, you know, some stuff around history, period pieces, things like that. So Bridgerton got me just on the fact that it was a period piece, but it wasn't like a real period piece, if that makes sense. Like, I know Queen Charlotte was a real person, you know, and King George and all that. Like, I know those are real. I know London is a real place, Buckingham Palace. You know, I know these are real things, but also, you know, it's not like these are Bridgertons are real or anything. You know, it's fiction, you know, which is cool. I'm not opposed to it. It's all right. It's cool. You know, I like a good fiction story, but like I said, I'm more comedy. Love stories, that like I steer clear of them. It's just not my vibe. Rom-coms, chick flicks, like just not my thing normally. Normally not my thing. But I ended up watching Bridgerton, trying to find something that maybe, because she don't really like period pieces, my wife. But we agreed to watch it. She fell asleep. So if she wasn't getting no sleep before, then when I got there, she definitely got a whole lot of sleep. So we was watching it, and you know, I watched like the first 3 episodes sitting there in the hospital bed, and then I got home and I'm like, well, I need to go to sleep. So I turned it on and sat up all night and watched more episodes of it, like, and then like just all that till I had to get up, you know, till I finally fell asleep. It was a couple episodes I had to keep replaying it because I kept falling asleep on them, you know, because it was like middle of the night. But I made sure by the next day I watched it. And I mean, it was just good, like good story writing, good production. The colors are just beautiful. The bit of mystery in the first season was wonderful. That was pretty cool. Because again, if you don't know who Lady Whistledown is, if you don't know about Lady Whistledown, then you know, you if you don't know about Lady Whistledown, you know, this conversation is going to get real crazy because Lady Whistledown had the people. She had the people in a grip, boy. She had the queen even in a grip. Lady Whistledown, boy. She had them. She had them. You know what I did not like? Okay, so spoiler alert. If you have not watched Bridgerton, you might want to mute me right now. I'll give you a couple seconds. Hold on. Give me some song. Give me some music. I'll give you a chance to mute it. You know, I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'll give you a chance to mute it. Let's see here. There's a chance to mute it. Spoiler alert coming. Spoiler alert coming. Spoiler alert coming. Spoiler alert. All right. Every time you hear that, that means a spoiler alert is about to come. All right. So if you ain't, all right, that I told you now. So if you still listening, then all right, I gave you plenty of time to mute. What I did not like in season 1, I liked it. It was cool. But what I didn't like was that they ended up revealing Lady Whistledown. I liked it. It felt good. But then by the time we got to season 2, it was just like now, because there was that level of mystery, and I love mysteries too. I love mysteries. And so having that level of mystery for the audience was good. But I will say it created a different tension in season 2 by knowing who Lady Whistledown is. But this is why I say, you know, power, in real life, here's a real life lesson. Power comes from the most unlikely places sometimes. Like here was this girl. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
The product, the son of God. I was born.
Spoiler alert! This is a spoiler alert.
Blood of Jesus Christ.
All right, here it is. Like, you know, when we found out who Lady Whistledown was, the whole rest of the show became about like trying to like keep her, you know, protect or whatever. But okay, so anyways, that was that. That was one thing I was like on the fence about, you know, because the next 2 seasons was about we know who Lady Whistledown is, but all of that. That's what the next 2 seasons became, you know. That's what the next 2 seasons became about, and I didn't care for that because we lost the air of mystery, and so by losing that little piece of mystery, I think the show lost a little bit of its edge. Which is why, to my good friend in Belgium, I understand why you say, at least for me, seasons 2 and 3 were a little bit disappointing because that mystery, like that edge of your seat, was kind of like lost with that. It did, but the show was still great. Don't get me twisted; it was still great. It was just that one little piece of loss was there, you know what I mean? And so yeah, so that was that. So let's see, but here's something I will say that I enjoyed. It was cool to see a world where it was like blacks and whites all together. It was almost how do I say this without sounding like a hater? It was almost like too fantastical. I mean, I get it. It's kind of a what the world could have been kind of a thing. I get it. But I feel like Queen Charlotte, the series Queen Charlotte, addressed it a lot better and made that like a lot kind of how we got to that in Bridgerton. It was a little bit of a prequel that was intertwined with the actual events of what's going on in the Bridgerton world. I mean, it just, you got to watch it to understand it. You got to watch it to understand it. So it did at least help to explain that. I did like that. But, you know, it was almost a little too fantastical because it was like, you know, this like colonial Eric. You know, this is colonial era, you know, Great Britain. Like, there are no black lords and all, like, to this degree. You know what I mean? Like, it was like that. I mean, we still actively in the middle of slavery in the Americas. I mean, like, you know, like, it was a very different, but hey, in a world that could have been, it was not historically meant to be historically accurate. So I get that. But I did like seeing that. I did like seeing that representation. That was kind of cool. Now, here's one thing right here. Okay, spoiler alert coming. This whole show is going to be a spoiler alert. So, like Miss... like Miss Brenda Rose said, Eric is going to go there. He's backstage probably cringing right now because every time I play a spoiler alert, which I must give y'all right now.
The blood of the Son of God, I was born.
Spoiler alert! So the Duke in season 1. What the heck happened to the Duke in seasons 2 and 3? Like, why do we never see the Duke again? Like, what the heck was that about? Like, am I the only one that found that strange? Like, I mean, I know actors get written off the show. I know they moved away. He doesn't come to London all the time. This, that, and the other. I mean, I get it. But wouldn't it have been nice to see the Duke show up for like important weddings, like the wedding of his best friend / brother-in-law? Spoiler alert. Sorry, that was a season 2 spoiler alert for you. But I told you the whole show is gonna be spoilers. So like just get ready for it. The whole show is a walking spoiler alert. Like, I just thought that was weird. I did not like that. Like, you know, yeah, okay, I can get with this right here. I can get with this. Lady Whistledown is more like a subplot. That's why they keep the mystery. The main plot's the most romance. Yeah, exactly. That's true. Like, but I really enjoyed the subplot. I enjoyed that. It was just like a little bit of, it pulled me in. Let's say that much. It pulled me in. Because that was honestly the thing that pulled me into the show the most was the mystery of Lady Whistledown. When they started trying to figure out who that was, I kept wanting to come back. But, you know, so that's, you know, that's what that was. But the Duke was gone. Like, I couldn't, like, the Duke he was there the whole season looking all tall and handsome. I know y'all can pause me all day, but he kind of reminded me of my brother. He looks a little bit like my brother Jacory. Like, I mean, just tall, handsome guy who like punches like boxers and stuff, and you know, has to find love and has to find himself, and there was that, you know. So you know, then he just disappeared seasons 2 and 3. I did not like that. But you know, it says the actor, the Duke, wanted another acting opportunity. Yeah, fans weren't happy. I'm one of those fans who was not happy. I wanted to see more of the Duke. Like, it just I don't know. I didn't care for that. So, all right, here we go. Season 2. I'm gonna go real quick because we got to get out of here. We got to go to the next topic. All right, let's see here. Where's the spoiler alert music? Spoiler alert music. Spoiler alert. Okay, so season 2. Season 2 is where it got a little weird for me because that made me have to like reconcile with the fact that they was marrying teenagers off. Grown men marrying teenagers. And I know, I get it. That was the way that they did things, but God, I mean, looking at that little girl, like, and she was a beautiful young lady from India. What's her name? Edwina. Remember Edwina, season 2? Like, beautiful, perfect, just wonderful. But all I could see when I saw it was a little girl. Like, that's all I could see was a little girl. And then here's, you know, great, you know, Viscount Bridgerton, you know, with all of his, you know, all of this, all of, you know, he's the man, you know, and he's a gentleman and all that. And he's trying to impress this little girl to be his wife. And I'm just like, that is so weird to actually see it. Like, to actually see it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to actually just see it and to see these ladies get, you know, just like auctioned off, basically, you know, signed away. That was, you know, that was a thing. And so that was weird for me. I don't know about y'all. Like, that's just weird for me. It just, you know, I do like that he ended up marrying the sister, though. I do. Sorry, spoiler alert. I told you it's a walking spoiler. I'm gonna forget to play the spoiler alert music. Here, there's no spoiler alert music. Yeah, okay, quick spoiler alert. Yeah, so he married the older sister. We saw that coming, of course, the whole season, but you know, I'm glad that he did, though. Kate, I'm glad he married her because I loved her. Like, we knew that was going to happen all the way through. You know, again, it's predictable plots. It's love stories. It's predictable. Now, what would have been not so predictable was Kate would have died. Like, if they would have let Kate die, that would have been pretty awesome. That would have taken the show a different turn. There was another spoiler alert that I forgot to give you. But since she didn't die, you know, now she's there and she's, you know, the whole thing and all of that stuff. Here's what I did not like, though. Season 3, spoiler alert. So for two seasons, we saw the sister Francesca maybe twice or like 3 times, something like that. Like, we just never saw Francesca. She was away at school and Bath, where she learned and became a great pianist, you know, like all that kind of stuff. And then season 3 is what I thought was going to be all about Francesca, which it kind of was, but it was really more about Featherington, Penelope and Colin. It really became more about their love story, while Francesca became like the you know, the side plot, like, you know, and that was cool. I guess that she was back, very beautiful. She was absolutely gorgeous. She reminded me of what's the Princess Diaries? You know, that whole thing. She reminded me of that. So that was kind of cool. But it was just like again, these are like kids, man. These are like little kids. Like, it's just weird to see these kids being promised to like these fully adult men. I mean, just ew. That just threw me off. I couldn't deal with that. So that was a weird thing for me, you know. But there it is, yeah. So let's see. Pastor Jeremy. Hey, that's my jam. Let's see here. Let's see. In the book, she was also always away, but actually the second or third one to marry someone and move away. Okay, so I guess it stayed true to the books. Again, I did not read the books. I didn't even know it was a book until I noticed it in the intro, like in season 2.5. Like, it was like based on the books. Like, oh, it's a whole book series. I didn't know that because I went to public school and I don't read. So yeah, man. So, you know, that was I didn't care. But by season 3, the show just felt a little bit, I don't know. It just felt a little bit like, we're here. And I was just kind of ready for the series to end, if that makes sense. So I made it through. By the time I was like 3 episodes out from the last episode of season 3, I was kind of just ready for it to be done. Like, okay, I know he's going to marry her, or he married her now, and we know they're going to get married. And okay, we get it. They're shy and they kind of got their own way. And I was like, all right, we get it. Fine. Love stories. The Bridgertons are perfect. You know, all this other stuff like that. I would have liked to see, though, a season 4 that would have taken a veering where, hold on a minute. Hold on a second. I got to give you a spoiler alert. One more spoiler alert.
My life belongs to Jesus Christ.
I would have liked to see a world where they would have gone into a season 4 where it did not resolve so easily. Here's a big spoiler alert. Of course, we know who Lady Whistledown is at this point, and now the Queen has figured out they had to like sort through it, and it was a whole thing. But I would have liked to see Cressida Cowper. I would have liked to see a season where she got to be like a full-on monster as Lady Whistledown. I would have, and just like completely ruined the ton. I would have loved to see a season like that, like just where the show took away from like a love story edge to like a, you know, like she becomes like the most hated villain. Like, I mean, they gave her like basically an episode to be that, and Whistledown shut it down, and it was just, I would have liked to see a season where Cressida Cowper was Lady Whistledown. I would have liked to see that. I would have loved to see a season of that. And then they had to go through a battle of Penelope and Lady Whistledown. The families have to come together. I would have loved to see something like that. But that's my own fan fiction. You know, I wish that would have happened. You know, Yeah. So they said that in season 3. Here's my friend in Belgium. In season 3, everything was different. The costumes, yes, it was very different. Season 3. Season 3 felt a little bit more ready for network TV, if I can say it that way. Although now the sex in these movies is doggone near soft porn, you know. And I'm gonna go a little bit over here. We're supposed to go to a music break in 1 minute here, but I'm gonna go a little bit over and just push things back just a little bit, just for a couple minutes, because I do want to at least address this. I'll give it a spoiler alert just in case. Okay, I'll give it one little spoiler alert. Just a little spoiler alert, because I will say this. I thought, and somebody might disagree here, but I thought that the way they approached sex was some of the most romantic love storytelling. The way they used, forgive me, mamas of the show, but y'all are mamas for a reason. So y'all understand what I'm talking about right now. Like, the way they use like ejaculation, like in season 1 with the Duke, big spoiler alert. The way like that became a huge thing. Like him, how can I say this in a way that my mama won't say I was being rude on the air? The way that he tried to avoid having a child, and there's a whole backstory behind that. I won't give you that spoiler alert. I'll leave you with something. But the way he tried to avoid having a child, and because the women didn't know anything about sex before their marriage night, which was very interesting to see how that played out. And it's not all that not real. That's not all that not real. I once dated a girl who didn't, she tells us, she said the first time she had sex, she got pregnant. She was pregnant out of wedlock. She was a church girl, holiness, tradition, all that stuff. And because nobody ever talked about sex, her and her boyfriend at the time did what boyfriends and girlfriends do when they get alone at times, and they ended up with a baby because neither one of them knew anything about sex. So that wasn't that far of a stretch off for me to see how women would know about it. But once what was the Duchess' name? What was that girl's name? The oldest, not Sarah, not Hannah. Lord have mercy. What is her name? The Duchess, whatever. They just call it a Duchess. The Duke's wife. Once she found out about, once she found out about how to make a baby, and she turned the Duke over and she did it, she said, nah, let's go. And the Duke the way they turned him into actually like doing the thing without the pullout, like the way they turned that into a love kind of a thing as opposed to just something that was freaky, if you will, like I thought was beautiful. I thought that was Daphne. Thank you. Yes, Daphne. I knew it was something beautiful. Yeah, that once they did that, I thought that was ingenious. I thought that was very good. I thought that was really clever. It wasn't just the act of having sex, if you will, but it was the act of, can we say that live? I don't know, we ain't on Facebook, so but like, it wasn't just the act itself, but it was the finishing of the act that was the act of love. Like, and the way they told that story, like I thought that was actually I thought that was unique. I thought that was different. That was something I hadn't seen before in love stories or anything else like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So shout out to that. All in all, Bridgerton, I have to give them I have to give them a 8 out of 10. I would give them an 8 out of 10 just at first glance. I didn't talk much about Queen Charlotte. I don't have time to. I got to play a music break here. But so we can come back with my man's Eric Rideout. But when we get back, we're going to talk about more quirky stuff. I didn't get a chance to talk about Queen Charlotte. We'll do that some other day. Where we talk about Queen Charlotte, because that is another sub point. But we'll do that some other day. But for now, let's do another music break. You know what? I like this song so much. I'm gonna play it again, just because Eric submitted it, and I don't think he was here for the. Music break in the beginning. But because I like these two songs, I'm gonna play them again. So without any further ado, when we get back, we'll talk about some of your strange quirks, because Bridgerton was definitely not my. That was definitely not my. Not my vibe. If you would have asked me this, this time last month. So that's my strange quirk. But we'll talk about some other strange quirks that we have when we get back with Mr. Eric Rideout. But for now, let's vibe out just a little bit, and then we'll be right back Bridgerton gets an 8 out of 10 for me, though, baby. An 8 out of 10. For now, let's vibe it up. Hey, we'll be right back.
I woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Yeah. The devil thought he had me, I got away. Yeah. Don't it feel good when you've been in his presence? Yeah. Walking with him ain't no second guessing. Yeah. Some call it luck, but I call it a blessing. Yeah. He give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me, yeah. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. Thanking the Lord for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. The devil thought he had me, I got away. Yeah. Don't it feel good when you've been in his presence? Yeah. Walking with him ain't no second guess. Yeah. Somebody love, but I call it a blessing. Yeah. He give me peace, ain't no need to be stressing. He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me. Gave him my all, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking your love for another good day. I kept it simple, no need to explain. Never thought he had me, I got away.
We'll do one more song break just because I like both of these songs. I'm playing them again. Just get them in your repertoire. I like them. And then we're coming right back with Crazy Quirks, Weird Obsessions, and Guilty Pleasures. I'm interested. What are yours? What's your guilty pleasure? We'll be right back after this song.
Sometimes my heart gets to racing and I get impatient. Can I be honest with you? I get so lost in the matrix and I wanna trade places. Cause I thought when I fell you would walk away. It made me feel some type of way, made me feel some type of way. So I know every time I drift away, you catch me with grace. And I'm better with you, cause mountains only move by faith. But I'm better with you. Type of way, I know every time I drift away, you catch me with grace. With you, cause mountains only move by faith. Lord, I'm better with you. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. Giving me peace I can't explain. I know true love never fade. No one can replace it. You can't die, man. Back to life. There is no greater revelation than the lamb that came down and sacrificed. Nobody, I know who I gotta do. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. With you.
Jordan May, Better With You. And apparently Miss Rhonda on the Rocks believes that she'll be better with him. Jesus, Rhonda. Woo, that man is fine. I think I'll be better with you. But Rhonda, Eric might know him. I don't know. Eric knows some of everybody, so maybe maybe he'll introduce you. I don't know, but there it goes, y'all. Maybe we could get Rhonda on another date, and Rhonda on the date again. There it is, right there. Yeah. So maybe we could do that. With Mr. Jason May, because Rhonda is loving that. Let me say a couple of good mornings real quick. My mother-in-law, I was talking to her this morning. We were talking about some stuff about my wife. She says, "Good morning, family. Thank you for your prayers." She found Brighton pretty interesting. I got to go and check that out, I guess. Now I got to get my colonial and pre-colonial fix on with British stuff. I've got to get that. So she found that. And then my Aunt Regina said that Queen Charlotte's wigs. That's the same thing I was thinking. We'll talk about that one another day. We'll talk about Queen Charlotte more in depth because I think she deserves her own segment. So we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow while it's fresh on my mind. Part 2 to the Bridgerton Queen Charlotte saga. But them wigs was something else, boy. They was something else. And then let's see here. Pastor Jeremy Sanders, of course, loves one of my favorite songs. I was born by the blood of Jesus Christ. The blood of Jesus Christ. I love that. Let's see here. And then y'all shout out to my wife. Y'all go give her some love. She was asleep for the first hour of the show, but she woke up during green light. So she says she misses y'all, but she misses me and she can't wait to get home. And I can't wait for her to get home. So y'all, listen now. A man needs his wife. A man needs his wife. So y'all, there you go, So, and Rhonda, of course, says she has no chill. Yeah, hey, listen, hey, you don't make 100% of the shots you take, but you definitely miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, hey, shoot your shot, sis. There we go. Hey, y'all, can I welcome to the stage somebody? Can I welcome somebody? It's been a few days since we've all seen each other because y'all know, of course, we were taking the day off for the holiday, and then I just took the day off yesterday and shut the whole show down. But today I can welcome him back because we're here, and he's here with us. Of course, it's my dog, my homie, my friend, the one and only Mr. Eric Rideout. What is up, E? Uh-oh. I think you disconnected something. Nope. Technical difficulties. We'll give him a minute to get it together. Let's see. So while we're doing that, Rhonda wants to know his name. His name is Jordan May. That's his name, Jordan May. He we can't hear. I see your mouth moving, but yeah, I don't see no sound coming through. I don't know what you got going on over there. I'll let Eric figure that one out. I'll let him figure it out. But yeah, I'll let him figure that out. But yeah, that guy's name is Jordan May. And that song is called, of course, Better With You. A good song. I like it. I like it. That's why I played it twice today. It's a good song. Yeah, it's a good song. That's why I like it. So go ahead and stalk him. I know you're going to stalk him. Go ahead and stalk him, Rhonda. There you go. No chill. But look, while we're waiting on Eric to get here, we got these different quirks that we all have. Everybody got like a quirk. I told y'all my quirk that I ran into is just sometimes or guilty pleasures, crazy obsessions, things like that. I got into this crazy obsession, of course, with Bridgerton, and then of course I started watching Queen Charlotte. That's one of my guilty pleasures that I have, guilty obsession. But like I'm not big on soap operas. I don't like soap operas. I don't like reality TV. Although sometimes I get caught up watching some of that stuff, especially when it be like buying homes and stuff. The kind of stuff that just comes on when I'm at the hospital with my wife. All that, you got some shows you just start watching, and it's like you start watching it, so you keep watching it because you just want to see the end, like stuff like that. So that's how reality TV sometimes is for me. So I'll watch that. Those Flix reels, oh my God. Have y'all ever seen those? So I've talked about them before, but they like those little short stories that are like every episode is like a minute or 90 seconds long, maybe 2 minutes, maybe even 2.5 minutes. A 3-minute episode is a really long episode, but they break it up. It'd be like 75 episodes to like a show. Like, that's how they break it up. And they give you like the first 20 episodes free. I know y'all have seen those come across your Facebook or your Instagram. You have had to have seen them come across, maybe even on YouTube. Like, and once you start watching one, they start showing you all these different episodes. So of course, like somebody like me, I will sit there and watch them like and be invested. I mean, getting snacks. I'm finding popcorn and chips and sitting there with my phone glued to it. Like, oh my God, no, you can't. No. They don't know who she is. They must not know. They must not know that he is the king of CEOs. They must not know. They were like these weird plots. Like, and every one of the stories is the exact same. Like, that is a guilty pleasure. Now, here's the thing: they get you so invested in the show, and this is business genius 101. They get you so invested in the show that then they put a cap on it. We're right in the middle of the season. Like, if you want to watch the rest of it, it's gonna cost you $19.99. It's just like and so my guilty I won't say this is an obsession. I'll say this is my guilty confession. It's a little bit of an obsession, but this is definitely my confession. I have paid the $19.99 more times more times than I probably should have. They've definitely Flix Reels, Drama Box. Who else? And here's the thing: I download all the apps onto the actual phone. Like, who are they? Let me see who I got on here. Drama Box. I've got Flix Reels. I've got Real Short, Good Short. Who else? I feel like there's another one that's on here. All of them have gotten $20 out of me. So that right there is definitely they've seen about $100 of my money, and them like $100 of my money over the course of the last year. Babe, I'm sorry. This is my confession. Y'all know my wife is watching right now, so y'all say a prayer for me because I'm confessing this to my wife. I should probably put some music on to confess this to my wife. Let me put on a song that I know she'll like. I know she likes this track. Yeah, babe. About $100 of our money over the course of the last year has gone to Drama Box, Flix Reels, Real Shorts, all of those other things, because that became a guilty obsession of mine. Like, I don't know how they catch you. They captivate you so hard. Like, and don't y'all sit here and make me feel like I'm the only one that got these kinds of weird quirks and guilty pleasures. Like, I'll give you another guilty pleasure. Okay. Another guilty pleasure is I probably eat way too many peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for a grown man. Like, too many for a grown man. Like, there have been times, like, I am so addicted to peanut butter and jelly. I kid y'all not. I love peanut butter and jelly so much. This is a real guilty pleasure. I love peanut butter and jelly so much that there have been times when my wife has cooked a full meal and I get home and be like, no, I just maybe a couple peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like all I want, peanut butter and jelly, cereal. So I'm a child at heart when it comes to that. Like, I'm a child at heart. I'm a child at heart. I enjoy those kinds of things. So, once again, my wife, and now that I know that she's watching, this is my confession. I'm sorry, babe. This is my sorry for 2024 or, whatever year this is. This is my, for the times that I was a big child who wanted a bowl of cereal or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich instead of that home cooked meal that you slaved over a hot stove for, So I'm curious. What are y'all's guilty obsessions? What are some of y'all's guilty pleasures? I tell you what, Eric says he's all right. Let's bring him back to the stage because I know he got some. Let's see if he's working now. Let's see if it's all working all good. How's it going?
Hello?
Yay!
Man, look. You know what it was? It was muted on the computer screen. I'm like, it was stuck. I had to restart and all that. But
StreamYard has been StreamYarding today, man. I tell you what.
And before you put me on, everything was talk. And the minute I unmuted, it just went. I'm like, I had to restart. And
That's
then
crazy.
You don't want to do an update.
Oh yeah, that you know what? And sometimes like StreamYard for me when it comes to the audio stuff, like if I plug my my microphone in after the fact or something like that, like it reconfigures my entire audio situation. And even if I tell it play it through my speakers, it keeps playing it through the laptop speaker. And I have to like shut it down, restart
That's what I had to do.
Like it'd be doing stuff like that. Or like this morning, I went to go live. You know, I go live at 7:25. And we didn't go live till like 7:28 today. Like I had to shut it down, restart it because it kept saying like you can't go live because you're having internet issues. I'm like, nigga, I'm on the internet. I'm having internet issues. Like we're on the internet right now. Like
it's retarded.
You know, yeah, it just be doing stupid stuff and you know. So yeah, but you know, tech issues and we still made it. And I don't know. I don't think we're live on Facebook right now. Actually, like
we're not.
Yeah. Something shut down on Facebook like during the pre-show, and I was like, you know what? Have it. I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not finna stress out over it. I ain't worried about it.
Somebody did ask me this. Like,
what it is.
Live this morning, I'm online. I don't see y'all, and so that's when I put in the group chat and said, "Hey, where's Facebook at?" And they was like, "Oh no, it's."
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah.
Rhonda and them said it was YouTube only.
Yeah, it went off like during the pre-show on Facebook, and I was like, you know what? It's just off. Like that's like I'm not gonna try to figure it out. I ain't gonna restart the whole thing. I ain't gonna do none of that. Like it just ain't on Facebook today. That's why I be telling people go to YouTube. They at least let us stay live. You know, they might mute us, but like if it's a part, they might mute us after the fact. But yeah, at least we can go live and stay live.
We should go live.
You know,
So
at least we can do that. You know.
Don't let me throw you off. What was your topic?
Yeah, so I was into the whole topic around the guilty pleasures topic, the guilty pleasures and crazy obsessions. And so I was telling people that my crazy obsession, and we've talked about this before, those flicks, reels, drama box, good shorts, good like, and I was confessing to my wife that over the course of the last year, at least $100 has left our bank account to pay for those. Because you know they charge you like in the middle of, and you get so invested in it, and they charge you that $20 to keep watching.
Wait. I like them things too. Have you ever been trying to see it before you pay for it? You keep scrolling up Facebook because you know they'll show you the next part of it.
Yeah, and absolutely.
And then you get to watch it. You get way right there, then it goes off, and then you have to. I was doing that, and I do the same thing because it's the worst acting, but it's just
worst acting in the world. It's kind of like watching Tubi though. A lot of them Tubi movies be the same way. Like I know people who will sit up and watch horrible Tubi movies. Like sometimes me and my wife do that. We'll sit up and just watch the worst movies on Tubi. Like and we be like rewinding and stuff. Like did we miss something? Like how did we get from this to that? Like or what happened to the actor? Like what did somebody else?
Tubi, the wigs change in the middle of the thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I saw one, it was a black dude with an afro tied up on the ground. When it came back, he had braids to the back. I said, wait a minute, who is that? the way they kill each other. I saw a guy try to throw the bullet around the tree like the movies, and a hood bullet, and it was just stupid, man. It went around, then came back up this way. So at the man's head, the bullet went this, then turned back around. It was just, it's Tubi.
They be doing it. Well, I'm telling you, they got some crazy stuff. Or have you ever watched like Nollywood stuff, like the Nigerian? So Nollywood, you know, Bollywood is you know, Hollywood for Indians. Nollywood. You don't get to the African movies?
I don't. Some of them. Now it was one with this little girl. You ever seen it? And she's like a psychic or something. And she's the weirdest, oldest little looking girl I ever seen. She's about 5, but this girl looked 42 in the face. And she walked around the whole thing, and she just be staring. They play that little weird music in the background, and she make it like a psychic making stuff happen. I said, "What is this?" I didn't got into. I'm like, no, I can't watch this stuff.
The way I first got into it, I was getting my hair dreaded up back in the day. Like I used to have like dreadlocks. I had them for like 2 months and then cut them out. Like, kid you not. But it took like 6 hours to put them in there because like apparently my hair grade, they had to like add like some nappy hair into it in order for the locks to like stick so that they would lock or whatever. So anyways, as I was doing it took like 6-7 hours, something like that. You know, I'm sitting in a chair. And of course, you know, I was getting done by some Nigerians. And so they were playing their movies and stuff. So I was stuck with nothing to watch but these Nigerians. By the time we was done with it, I was so invested in the worst acting,
worst camera work, like some of the worst. But I was
comedy
so
videos
invested.
be whack. They comedy videos and they be like, and they had to laugh. And the first be, I'm like, these are the worst videos, man.
Hey, do be showing up.
I do like this every time. I don't watch none of that trash. No, my obsession is those movies too. I can't help it, man. And now anybody out there laughing about it, just watch one of them. And the acting is bad. You like they say the same lines over and over, and it's always the person owns it. He's the manager of a company, or the person is rich and don't know who their parents are, and they always punks.
Same plot
They
every
the
time.
softest people. I'm like, you say something. I be hollering. It's like,
right. Just say who you are. Like it'd be the abuse for me. It'd be the like they be like, how dare you talk to me? Take him outside and break his legs. I'm like, God, dog, the crime does not like the punishment does not fit the crime. Like Jesus.
And I got another thing I do, which I'm obsessed with doing, and I do it every time. You know how on your phone, if you download an app or you playing a game, no, just like on Facebook, when they show those games and the people be running and shooting, and they got to move over to get, and they get right there to the end, and it's like they shoot down the thing and say 3, and instead of keeping it, they go over here and shoot. I'll be hollering, get back, you know. It's
right. I'd be like, why do y'all show the worst players in the like? But you know the playable game ads. One of my like, I won't download the game a lot of times, but I'll play the playable ad. Like I'll sit there. I played for like an hour one time on one of those games where like it drops the fruit, like some fruit drop, and the fruit like when they merge, they turn to a different side, and it just kept going and going and going like for an hour. Never downloaded the game, but for like an hour, I sat there and played an ad.
And then when they say it's time to pay for it, I'm like, oh, I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm over this game. I'm not gonna play that.
But that game, and I'll play the other one. I'm obsessed with that slapping game too.
Oh,
I running and he smacked the people as he run past.
Oh my God! Yes, I finally like powered up so much until it got to be not fun anymore because it was all about the power ups for me. But I mean, that slapping it.
He be smacking the people. They get mad and chase him. That game is fun. So those.
That's my game. Yeah.
If you mad at people, and if you do like I do, I name them different people I'm mad at as a smack them. They people I know.
Come here, Johnny. Come here, Gerald.
Like keys, pow, keys, pow. Over and over, it's keys. The first 9 of them, keys. Then I get on to somebody else. But I always play that game. But obsessions, and what is the other word you said?
Guilty pleasures. So your mother has a guilty obsession. Is watching westerns, especially Gunsmoke.
She watch Gunsmoke all day. Which honestly, I watch Gunsmoke sometimes.
Really?
I like the fights. The Cowboys back then, they just haul off and pop you.
You're like,
they don't waste no time. They just
none.
They don't have no kind of patience. They just sock you in the mouth. But no,
my dad is that way. He loves those westerns. Yeah, my dad loves westerns.
Sometimes. And it's
I had to learn the difference between westerns and cowboy movies. So my dad would be watching westerns, but then I had an uncle. He used to call them cowboy movies. But when he was talking about cowboy movies, he was talking about the pornography.
That's what he called them?
No, that's what he called them. He called them cowboy movies. Like, he called them cowboy movies. Like, I don't watch a cowboy.
How does he get that?
Yeah, go watch some of them cowboys. You're taking a ride. I guess I don't know. He's taking a ride.
I have a thing too. Videos. Some people find it nasty, but sometimes I watch them, and it's like I watch one and I can't, like the infomercials, like when they cleaning people's ears out.
Ew!
You know how they show the machine cleaning all the stuff out.
I hate those.
But then next thing you know, I'm watching the next one. I go to the next one.
So do you watch the pimple poppers and stuff like that?
And sometimes I turn away from it, but then it's like, let me go back. Or I watch something that I have no interest in and get caught up in and watch the marathon, like a thing about something so small like gnats. If you watch one episode thing like interesting, I'm not gonna be here. You know, I'll say the same thing, man. I'm not gonna be here when the commercial come off, and I'm still sitting there, and it says 2, 3. Or next thing you know, I done watched 18 episodes of gnats.
You know, it used to be like that back in the day. Remember, like when Wikipedia first came out, it's like they had all those clicks on there. So it's like you go looking up something like, I don't know, Like, why does it rain in London every day? Next thing you know, 6 hours later, you done went down such a rabbit hole that you look at all of a sudden that how bees are changing the world. You be like, how did I even get here? I was looking at one thing. It's 6 hours later. Rhonda says she loves that. I remember her saying this before, pimple popping and dandruff scratching. And that's right in line with the earwax videos and stuff. They're just
it's all the same thing.
Yeah, I can't. Miss Ursula Ellis says, me and Miss Ursula Ellis will get along very well. Favorite games, word games, and brain teasers. Yes, I play word games. Yeah, I'm on this crossword game now.
You got to connect the dots and not touch them.
Yeah. Oh, I used to get off into those. Yeah, like 2 dots. Yeah, I used to play that all the time.
They connect them and don't touch them. Don't let the lines cross.
I go through like seasons with a game. Right now, I'm on like this crossword game, and I'm starting to get sick of it because I think I've played all of it. That's my one. But then she'll also get along with me because chocolate is her guilty food pleasure. Yeah. I would
say to that too. I like chocolate.
I love chocolate. That's my biggest.
I like to buy chocolate
pleasure.
Birthday cakes for no reason and eat them because I like them. That and ice cream.
Yeah, cryptograms. I love cryptograms. I got a cryptogram game on my phone.
Cryptogram.
It's like the ones where you have to like find like clues and stuff like that. Like every letter is something. Like every letter is like a number to it. If I'm not getting it right. If I'm getting it right, like every letter has a number assigned to it, so you have to find what the phrase is based on the letters of the numbers.
Oh yeah,
but you have to like decide it based on. But you have to, it's almost like Wheel of Fortune to some degree. You have to have a mind that works like that. Speaking of Wheel of Fortune, then we're gonna take a music break and we're gonna come back. We'll talk about this some more. Wheel of Fortune is coming to the Horseshoe in like October. Wheel of Fortune Live is coming to the Horseshoe in October, and I'm glad she just said that about cryptograms because it just reminded me of that. Like, yeah. So if anybody is old like me and love Wheel of Fortune, because that is another one of my.
I don't watch Wheel of Fortune, but I do yell at the TV on Family Feud. I be hollering at the people, call them stupid. I holler out the answers.
Now, Family Feud, I will get lost on Family Feud. I went to the alderman's office last week, and they had Family Feud episodes playing. And me and some other people, we were like, "What you know? Why would you say that?" I mean, we all in there, just in the alderman's office.
It'd be some of the dumbest answers people holler. I get so angry at TV. I be yelling, and my mother, I go over there and watch it when she watches. She said, "They can't hear you, but the anger you feel is like." But you know what? Then you put yourself, say, "Would I have a quick answer on the show?" I believe I would.
I don't know that I would, because I always think about it. I'd be like, the pressure, like there's a lot of pressure that's there, there really is a lot of pressure,
But dumb answers though, man.
But you know what? On the what's the last round they do? The final round. When if you win the game, then you get to do the final round, and every answer is worth 100 points or whatever, like or $100 or $20 or whatever it is. But anyways, like for those. I always feel bad for the person who has to go second if somebody got a lot of points. Like if they got a bunch of
number one answers.
Because he's gonna say the same thing, so you waste time having to think of a second. Yeah.
In the other game show, I know we gotta go to break. I watched the other one though. When the people be playing for the money and they say hit me again, and that little red thing come out.
Yeah.
What's it They used to be calling them whammy back in the day. Remember?
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah,
it's the same thing. The show is back out. It's under another name, and you watch the people get all the way up to all that money. I'm gonna try it, and they lose it all. That makes me laugh. And people on Family Feud who get 1 point away from winning the money.
Oh, that breaks my heart. Oh my God,
I get tears laughing.
Yeah, that be breaking my heart. I'll tell you what. We're gonna take a quick music break. We'll come back. We'll talk about a few more guilty obsessions because the audience has chimed in. I'm interested to see what the Lock Stars are saying. But we ain't played this today, so let's jam out a little bit over here. Let's jam out just a little bit. There it is right there. And we're going to come right back right after this. Miss Frida, we're going to go higher. I think I want some chocolate right now, matter of fact. Give me some chocolate and some Family Feud today. I'll be all right.
say. I pray to God, Lord, guide my way. Now people will try to use you to make you sad and hate on you. But what we need is a little love sent from heaven, heaven above. Love.
know I love this song. Y'all jamming? Y'all dancing? Yeah. Y'all jamming with us? Y'all dancing with us? Y'all having a good time today? Y'all having a good time today? Yeah. I love it. I love it. This is my jam right here, y'all. This is my jam. Yeah. You know what I realized? I realized that, like, after the fact, when I watch the replay and stuff like that, it makes me look like I'm off beat. So I don't know if there's like a delay between what happens in the room versus I don't know how that works out, but it does. So, that's that. But nonetheless, we back. Welcome back. Eric, I love this song. I love this song right here. This higher. This is just a dope song.
You like that song?
I do. I like this. This is. I didn't used to care for house music like that, but this one is.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of house music.
Yeah, I've never really especially stuff like techno and other stuff like that. I know that ain't house, but at the end of the day, I don't care what they try to say. Techno, EDM, all of that ain't nothing but gentrified house music. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So, ain't nothing but gentrified house music. Because house music started by black people here in Chicago. So boom, there you have it.
And they
had the
try
House
to steal it
Music
as normal.
Festival, I think, this weekend. They had the House
I
Music
think
Festival.
so. Oh,
yeah.
Speaking of weekends, man, how do you feel? Because when I went outside today for a minute, the air was different. I'm like, oh boy, you know, it was a slight breeze. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
you know what that means? What's coming?
Yep, fall is coming. Falls are coming. Autumn is a coming. Y'all better get your fall gear out and all that stuff. Time
I like
to change
fall
up.
clothes.
I like fall clothes. I ain't gonna lie. I do like fall fashion, fall clothes. I don't like fall air though. Like I love the hot. I love going outside in a tank top. Like, you know,
the breeze outside was like, oh, but I can. The way it feels outside today, I can live like that 24 hours all the time.
I can feel that. Yeah,
hot. Like when we was in Dallas, I almost died every day.
Yeah, that was torture. I don't even understand why.
Why was Dallas hotter than Vegas to me? It just felt like,
especially being up in that warehouse doing the video shoots and all stuff like that. I was like, Jesus, this is torture.
It was hot in the warehouse, and then when you go outside, that was
right. No relief. Like
it was just hot.
Yeah. So we was talking about all these guilty pleasures and stuff, and I see Rich Holmes done popped up backstage. I'll see when he's ready to jump on. We're gonna pop him on. But I found a couple other oh, look at that. There he is right there. There he is. We'll let him jump on real quick. Hold on, before we jump into some more of these guilty pleasures, let's see what he's up to real quick, because I know he's doing something cool. Y'all welcome to the stage. Y'all do me a favor real quick and welcome my dog, my homie, Pastor Rich Holmes. Come over there. What up, Doc?
What's happening? Lockstar, Zeke, Lock, Eric, Rideout. Y'all living life? Man,
living life.
Beautiful.
Living my life like it's golden, or at least like it's silver.
So like you out and about, Rich.
Yeah, you out and about. Where you at? Tell the people where you at, Doc.
Hey, man, I'm out here just enjoying life with two incredible people. Y'all got to check them out. Let me bring them to the stage, too. Hold on. As we enjoying the wonders of the seas. Hold on. Here they go. Let's see.
That's definitely a cruise.
Of course.
We got...
Jamaica Lachey and DJ Red live on the open seas. Oh!
Never heard of them.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, we out here enjoying just life, having fun, man. Just thanking God for another day to be able to have a good time.
Who is the girl again?
Who is the girl?
Yeah.
Let me show the girl real quick. Here she is right there.
What's her name?
She and herself together. There she is. You know who that is.
Never heard of her.
He said never heard of him. Go off on Eric. Tell him.
Hello,
man. Out on the open seas. Speaking of pleasures and obsessions and things like that, Rich, I think that's probably your guilty pleasure right there. Cruise life. Like, as long as I know you, you have been cruising. Like,
yes.
You need to just buy a boat. You need a yacht, Doc. Like you
do need one.
I do. I had my first experience on a yacht last summer. It was cool in Miami. So I think I'm lying. It was like my second experience, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get one. I think you're speaking something to my life. False. But come on and say it in the name. I receive. Come on, Lockstars, help me out. Receive a yacht in my name.
They don't understand. If you've never done a cruise before or been on a boat, you don't understand the enjoyment of it.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it.
Cruising is. I did my first cruise. Actually, we're reaching them. We did for Smith and Bianca for their wedding. That was my first time ever on a cruise, and I've loved it ever since. I don't go nearly as often as Rich, because Rich, you be on cruise like 12, 13 times a year.
No, I try to go like once or twice for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not like my parents though. I get it from them. They go like once a quarter, man. It's crazy. Like they go maybe once every 2-3 months. It's crazy. Sometimes twice a quarter. It'd be real.
Dang.
I gotta get to that level one day.
You know, for people who live like in Miami and other port cities like that, though, I hear from them it's actually not that uncommon to go like on a weekend cruise. Like it's just like a thing they do. Yeah, because they don't have to like buy a hotel. They don't have to buy flights. All they got to do is wake up in the morning, grab a couple items in their bag. They don't even got to grab a whole lot of stuff. Just a couple items and just go to the port, take an Uber to the port and go on the way, Yeah,
it's interesting. Another reason I love it, you meet new people, different people, interesting stories. So I met not a young lady, she's an older lady. She's probably in her 60s. Her husband just passed away recently and she's a widower. And she decided to just take the money and go on a cruise for 6 months. and she's cruising for the next 6 months. I'm talking about whether it's a 5-day or 7-day, she gets off, and she gave me the whole process of how that works. And that's the way she's coping with that situation. And she's like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and relax, take a cruise. I ain't got to cook for myself. I ain't got to clean. I ain't got to do none of that. Just so I can take myself and get myself together because there's something major that happens in my life. So, it's just interesting the people that you meet on these cruises, man. And some people can cruise all day for months. I didn't know you can even do that. But she's cruising for 6 months in a row. This was her second month so far. So that's pretty
Wow.
cool.
That's fun, though.
Yeah. But it's like people who retire with their boats or their yachts and they say, their goal is to travel across the world. So they, get on their yacht. They invest in life savings and save up, buy a yacht in retirement, and they, just go sailing around the world and just go port city to port city. And that would be something I would love. I would like to do that, but I wouldn't want to go across the ocean. I don't want to go across the ocean on a yacht. Like, I don't want to do that. Like,
you don't?
No, not on somebody's yacht. No. Put me on a cruise ship. I know they got safety measures in place. The boat is big enough that when a storm happens, I know it can handle it. On somebody's yacht, it's just I can't do it. I can't. I don't care how rich you are. That yacht just ain't big enough. Like a cruise ship, huge.
But
your yacht is nobody with a cruise ship size yacht. So not even Jeff Bezos. Like,
you know what? Yeah, right. But the best thing for me, man, was on those cruises. I just like getting up and not having to cook nothing to eat.
Yeah. That's
just ate all day and free shows and beautiful scenery
really
and.
They had like a superhero show on this one. It was pretty cool, man. They had like the Avengers. They was flying through the air. Hold on, we praying over our food. Don't know. My brother Marcus is praying. Hold on.
Yes, God. Yes, Lord.
Amen.
Yes,
Lord.
Lord.
You will talk to God during our broadcast. How you going to talk to the Lord when we trying to talk? No,
yes,
you interrupt us to talk to Him?
Okay.
Right.
Lord, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Man, oh man. So Rich Holmes, me and Eric was telling our guilty pleasures and obsessions, and we both kind of had this obsession with, the worst television series in the world with Flix Reels and some other things like Family Feud. What's your guilty pleasure? I know cruising is like a thing, but I don't think that's really a guilty obsession. I think that's something that people aspire to. What's one thing that's like quirky that's a thing that you do or watch or eat or whatever?
I love me. Listen, I love me a good old payday. Oh my!
The candy bar payday.
The candy bar payday.
Ooh, how does that go now? Since you married to a wife?
But because my wife is allergic to peanuts, my God, I had to give up a payday, a Snickers. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Every once in a while, when I get a chance to sneak off, like I get a chance to eat peanuts and all that right now. Cause why? She's not here right now, and so I get to go ahead and eat peanuts, paws, and Snickers all day. I get a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich all day and not have to worry. So I would guess it would be a good old payday. There we go.
That makes sense. That was always the funniest thing. Like when we was like touring and stuff like that, and when we go somewhere, you'd be like, "Look, I got like today and tomorrow only. I could eat a Reese cup." So you would like pile up on like peanut M&Ms and Reese cups. Like I could eat all this stuff today and tomorrow, because then if I stop eating it tomorrow, it'll be out of my system by the time I get home, so I can kiss my wife. Like,
real man, you got to time that thing out. You know what I'm saying? But we believe in God for full health and turnaround. We're gonna get rid of all this stuff. We're gonna figure it out now. I just learned how to
but until then, you gonna sneak off and eat some.
There you go.
Here and there.
Until then.
That's a decent guilty pleasure. That's a decent guilty obsession. Wanting your paydays, but that sucks that you can't eat them though. That definitely sucks. Let's see here, Eric. Your mama got another. She said she likes watching those videos of people getting caught shoplifting.
I'm glad you said that. I am obsessed every day with watching police videos or people like shoplifting in Walmart. I watch them things all day and laugh at them people. I watch it all day. So that I got that same one. I do that all day.
Yeah. In the pre-show, there was one. I don't know if y'all saw the pre-show for this week. It's only gonna play, of course, 3 times this week. Right. Yeah, there's one in the pre-show where the guy goes up to old lady, like an old couple. He's like, He was like, pick a number between 1 and 10. Like, and this is the pre-show, so I ain't spoiler alert. But pick a number between 1 and 10. And she's like 7. He was like, hey, congratulations, you won some brand new AirPod Pros.
She's go to the door.
She's like, what? Why? He was like, because you win. And he's like, oh my God, this is so good. So then they like follow, and of course they video as they walking out the store.
The alarms go off.
The alarms go off. He gave him.
Security
They about to shoplift. I said I wouldn't do that to somebody.
That was funny. And my other obsession is watching scare videos on Instagram. Prank.
Oh yeah, you be sending me them all the time. Somebody scaring somebody.
I be crying laughing at them things. But you know what? That makes you feel better. Now think about it. When you down and you laugh or something like that happens and you make yourself laugh or something, it changes the mood. Just like when you at home and you feeling down and you sing a worship song, how God, your whole vibe change.
Yeah.
But yeah, them videos are funny to me. Scare videos, scaring children, it's all equal. Some people get mad about them kids.
Yeah, they be mad at the scaring kid videos, but I be cracking up. Like, it ain't right unless you.
That's not the Easter Bunny. That thing was terrible.
Oh my God. That one. Did I send you that one just the other day? I think we were watching them little kids with the Easter Bunny.
He came out there like, that's not the Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny came out looking like he was doing meth all day. The kids were like, that's not the Easter Bunny. He came out looking like,
Did you see the Spider-Man one? And the guy was playing with the kids. And they said, take off your mask. He pulled it off.
Right, he pulled it off. Had that other mask on.
The kids were crying.
Oh my God. Yeah. I watch stuff like that. I love watching kids get scared. I love watching that.
Or the Grinch ones, when the people grab the kids and they be screaming because it's the Grinch and they don't let them go, and then the kids be hollering, they be hugging them. Boy,
did you see the one? You see the one where the Grinch walked into the wrong house? They said Santa Claus was in there giving gifts, and then the Grinch came in, and them kids just jumped him. They just they didn't even waste no time. They just started punching them and chasing them. I was like, the Grinch fighting for his life. Like, he tried to play a prank, and the kids are jumping
too. Bad hood kids. Them kids was boxing.
Yeah, that's them look. Yeah, I take them as my bodyguards any day. They ain't waste no time. They ain't ask no questions. They just went straight in. They just.
If you think about it, them kids jump right on it. Oh man, it's 9:52. It's starting.
I know, right? Ain't that crazy how time just flies? I'll tell you one of my guilty pleasures: Zeke Live in the morning. That Zeke Live in the morning is one of mine. Miss Ursula Ellis says the prank videos are funny. There's one. There you go, prank videos.
They are videos. Hilarious, man. Those can't keep you stuck for a long time. Them prank videos, especially when you take care of business. As we take care of business in the restroom. Praise the Lord. There's a lot of prank videos that through those moments. Am I right about it? Am I right about it?
You are absolutely right about it, because that's where I watch the most of my. That's about the only time I'm almost guaranteed to have my phone is when I'm handling business in the restroom.
What?
And I be stuck watching them videos and all that stuff like that. I just be like, oh no, not another Karen, not another. I get stuck on Karen videos. Like,
they get beat up, Karen videos.
I love to see a Karen get told off, boy. I love it. I love to see a bully get beat up, a Karen get told off.
Dude, I just got a charge on my phone. I'm sitting here with you all, and I just got a $283 charge on my card. Try to charge it for SeaWorld.
SeaWorld?
Yeah, SeaWorld charge. I'm like, I'm sitting at home on the couch.
Did they deny it? Like, did they?
They denied it. I'm gonna call the car company and say, yo, man, I'm not at SeaWorld.
Yeah. Like, who was a Lil Rail on his comedy special? He was talking about how how the banks be cutting all this stuff off. He was like, he went to the grocery store. No, he said like somebody basically got his credit card or something. Spoiler alert. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta do the spoiler alert music for somebody. Spoiler alert coming. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Lil Rail's comedy series. Spoiler alert. He's the spoiler music. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Okay. So if you haven't seen
that's the worst.
That's the spoiler alert music. If you haven't seen the Lil Rail comedy special, he's talking about how like his credit card like got compromised by somebody, and so like they was racking up charges like in all these different cities and all this other stuff like that. He said, you know, and the bank made it go through. He had to fight to get it done, but he says then he goes to use his card at the grocery store to buy some bread or something, and they're like they denied it for suspicious activity. He's like, so you think I was in all these places, but you think it was suspicious activity when I go to my local grocery store? And yeah, you know, these credit card companies.
Looking like, and then you know how people are, they looking at you like he ain't got no money.
Yeah.
No,
yep, they're looking at you all funny and stuff. You're like, I got money. I promise I got money. You can't prove it.
Like you holding up the line. I don't care. I don't care.
Over a $5 charge. What do you do in that situation? Do you just walk out, or do you try to call the bank there? I mean, it's like $5 and it's a long line behind you and everybody looking at you. Do you?
Nope, we go wait. I'm gonna cause my cash at me. The whole line go wait. But I went through drive-through and left. I had my Deja had my debit card. I had the wrong one, so I go to drive-through. Ladies, the girl's like, it was McDonald's too. She's like, oh, sorry, your card. And I'm like, she's like, would you like that? I just pulled off. Ain't nothing else to talk about. We had no conversation with you. It didn't work.
At least in a drive-through, you could just pull off. I mean, you know, it ain't as embarrassing.
Oh, I walk out of a store. I don't care all it. Put it back. Then people be mad too. Sir, you're not gonna. Nope. You see me walking out. Figure it out. That's your job. Clean it up.
Clean this mess. I can't walk out my groceries. You have to put them away.
Say I don't want it. Clean it up.
Real quick, Jamaica Lachey has given us a big warning. Rich Holmes, we're gonna solo screen Rich Holmes for this one. What is going on with the grits? Jamaica Lachey is tattling on you. Ew. Yeah. Rich Holmes, y'all. There's a guilty pleasure. Salt and pepper on grits.
That is the will of God. I don't know what everybody else do with it. It's
not for my life. It's
sugar only.
Sugar only. My mom, I think, puts salt and pepper on her grits. Yeah. I'm a sugar grits person.
Wheat, guys. It's not cream of wheat. That's sugar. Go get you some cream of wheat, okay? Grown folks.
That's not the same thing. Grits is how many cream of wheat is wheat?
Right. It's two different things.
Just because they're two different, they're two different things, and just because they're two different things, they can still both have sugar on them.
And just because they look alike, don't mean they the same.
Exactly.
Y'all the same people like sugar on your spaghetti.
Absolutely. A little bit in there. It's got to be cooked into the sauce, though.
And you wonder why we got so much diabetes out here. You better put some pepper with some butter.
But salt will give you high blood pressure.
Yeah. Salt and butter give you high blood pressure, high cholesterol.
Which one is killing the one the more? It's the diabetes is doing it. It's the silent killer.
It's the high cholesterol heart disease is the one that's doing the most killing. So I'm gonna have to say salt is killing more people than sugar. But sugar is close behind. It's just that salt and heart disease is doing a number on our people. Oh Lord, there's our guilty pleasures and obsessions. Pastor Bill is in here. I just saw the comment. Before we get up out of here, he's saying, did I recover? He's talking about me. Did I recover from the weekend? No, not at all. Like, nah, I tried, but I'm trying to, I'm trying to, but also I've been at the hospital a whole lot too. So even when trying to recover, I'm still going to the hospital back and forth. So y'all keep my wife in prayer. Just keep her lifted up. Been a week and a half, and we just, we praying for her and hoping that all will turn out well and be all right. But I tell y'all what, we have reached our roundtable time, so we can get up out of here. Rich got to put more salt and pepper on his grits. And we still love him. We still love him. Don't y'all go harassing Rich Holmes about this salt and pepper on his grits. Don't y'all unfollow him or unsubscribe to the View E Network just because he's making a grave mistake. Yeah. God has grace. You can.
And Jeremy Sanders. They all in the same boat now.
Right. If we can pray for Pastor Jeremy that have grace for him, then we can have grace for my friend Rich Holmes. But with that said, let's do this. Let's do a round table out of here. Y'all can say you can talk about whatever y'all want to in the roundtable. I don't really care today.
Well, let me
Whatever.
say this because I'm gonna get out my food is here and I'm gonna go ahead and eat in a minute.
All right, man. Let's have Rich Holmes go first. Then, yeah, we'll let Rich Holmes go first. There it is, right there.
I love what we're talking about. One thing I enjoy when we talk about being yourself and guilty pleasures, whatever it is, enjoy it, have fun with it, take it all in love and respect. Always remember to keep God first in all that we are doing. And it's the will of God for you to have salt and pepper on your grits. Okay? Always remember that part. God, it was salt of the earth, not no sugar. Do you see what sugar did for people? You got to understand. Although God created everything, okay? I got other people want to come in and comment now. Huh? God created everything, but just remember, we are supposed to be the salt of the earth, okay? Drummers are the salt of the earth. This is my round table, guys. This is a square table. This is a round table. Come to me. All right, I'm going to pray. God, I'm praying now. God, thank you for this time we're coming together, Pauls, and Lord, I hope that we have an amazing time. Continue to keep these people blessed and lifted, even if they got sugar all up in their bodies, Lord. We just pray that you remove some of that sugar, Lord, in the name of Jesus, and replace it with what you put on the earth, which was salt. Sugar was man-made, huh? Sugar canes. People had to go ahead and put it in a machine and try to turn to all the sugar that we really need. But salt has always and will always be part of who we are, because we are the salt of the earth. Always remember that. But God, continue to bless them, heal bodies, Lord. Continue to protect us. Let us have an amazing rest of this week. Until we meet again, like I always say, life is choice driven. Whether you eat salt or sugar, you will live or die by the choices you choose to make. I got a hint for you. Put salt and pepper and butter on your grits. Choose life.
Salt on grits. Who's this uncircumcised Philistine? Nigga, did you say Paul's doing the prayer?
Did I say
Paul?
Let us all come together, Paul.
Oh, my bad, Lord.
Well, the angels know.
My relationship is with
Woo! Jesus.
It happens.
Well, the prayer still went to heaven because Miss Ursula Ellis gave it a double amen and an emoji. So there we have it. So, Eric, I'm going to let you go ahead and do your round table. There you go.
Well, mine would be quick. Mine would be quick. Pause.
Maybe your sex tape.
But
all right, there we go. I'm done. I'm out.
Rich is funny.
Yeah, Rich Holmes, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
Rich is cool. Rich is cool. I gotta, Rich said we're the salt of the earth, but the Bible, the word also says that he's sweeter than the honey, and honeycomb. Like, honey is sweet like sugar. So the word says that God's presence is sweet. So that means sugar going grits. That's why. Uniting them together. But thank you guys for tuning in today. We appreciate each and every one of you. Please share the YouTube link. Go back and comment. Go back and like. Please like on it, because that pushes us out. All right. Other than that, thank you guys. We will see you tomorrow, the same time. And I'm gonna hand it over to Rich. Not Rich. Zeke. I have
That's a habit, right?
Yeah, man.
It's like a habit.
Rich. And I got a meeting to do for work, so I will see y'all tomorrow.
Well, there y'all have it right there. Eric, good, always a pleasure having you here. Hey, y'all, thank y'all so much for locking in with Zeke Live in the morning. This has been a fun episode. I think tomorrow we'll do part 2 of the Queen Charlotte / Bridgerton stuff. We'll do part 2 of that tomorrow because I want to talk about Queen Charlotte. Because I told you I got hooked. So I gotta finish that conversation. So for all of my people who know about Bridgerton and all that stuff like that, go ahead and get ready for tomorrow, because I just gotta talk about Queen Charlotte tomorrow. We're gonna do that. We'll add that to the repertoire, and then me and Eric can get into some crazy other conversation. But let me say to the mamas real quick, y'all know the mamas always have to close us out. Said gotta run, great show, love you gentlemen. Oh, thank you. A great gentleman. I just noticed that. Oh, thank you, mama. That's Rhonda's mama. And of course, mama right here, Eric's mama. Good show, guys. And she's with Team Rich on the salt and the pepper and the butter on the grits. See, now butter on my grits, yes. Butter and sugar and maybe some creamer. I don't use sugar as much now because I use actually coffee creamer and flavor my grits. Yeah, we another level with it, baby. We another level with it. And she loves a good payday. So there it is right there. Again, I thank y'all so much for locking in with Zeke Live in the morning. You guys are amazing. All the lock stars are amazing. You guys make the show well worth it. And, like like I said, y'all make the show well worth it. And honest to goodness, I love getting up. So getting up, doing this every morning. Yesterday, although we did not go live yesterday, thank y'all for understanding. I needed like a day. My head was in 1,000 places. And so I just needed a day. So that was yesterday. But like I always say, my new tagline is, you are better, you're free, and everything, and I do mean everything, is going to be all right. So if you can take those 3 things with you, remain yourself. Even if you got crazy quirks and stuff like salt on your grits or watching your weird shows or anything else like that, be yourself. You'll find love here with the Lock Stars. The other people might not understand you, but we understand you. We love you over here. And like I said, you're better, you're free, and every little thing is going to be all right. So until tomorrow morning, same time, 7:30 Central Standard Time, we'll see y'all for another Zeke Live in the morning. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Till then, peace out. Oh yeah, I guess y'all gonna have I don't know if y'all gonna have a race for the last comment, but now is the time to do it. We'll see y'all.